The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey.
What?
Let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You ping.
Stutter! Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people. And welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome. On this Overreaction Monday, July 21st, 2025, this program begins right now. Sports are happening all around us, and we're incredibly lucky that we get a chance to chat about it every single day. Obviously, sports had a massive weekend, and we'll be chit-chatting about it all. Huge contracts handed out in the NFL. Congrats to everybody getting paid. The WNBA All-Star Weekend happened here in Indianapolis. They're calling it Indiami.
Ooh,
They're saying it was Miami in Indianapolis. I'll tell you what, I saw a lot of videos. Looked like everybody was having a great time. Looks like everybody was having a blast. Now, there is a big statement coming out of the WNBA, obviously, with them saying, pay us what you owe us shirts. There's different takes on all different sides. We sent an invite to Kathy Engelbert, the commissioner of the WNBA, to come on this particular day. Obviously, schedule is crazy. Look for us to chit-chat with her here in a while.
Hell yeah.
Because I am trying to figure it all out. Because whenever we found out what the WNBA pays their players through Caitlin Clark, she's making like $70,000 or something. They're charging $70,000 for a suite at some of these games that Caitlin Clark is playing in. Now, I know that the league's been around for 20 years. I know that it's lost money for a very, very long time here. I know they're saying like $40 million in losses potential. Now, $200 million in revenue is the total. $40 million in losses. Just quick, business, everybody understands this. P&L, profits and losses. $200 million in revenue, that's your gross. Then your net revenue is what you're making out of that, right? Every business has expenses. Every business has costs. For the WNBA, it's a lot. Obviously, you got like 140 players or something like that, depending upon at the time how many are hired, how many are employed, the buildings, everything else like that. They are then from that $200 million gross revenue, allegedly back here at $40 million in the red as a loss. Allegedly. We don't know what's real and what isn't real, but allegedly everybody has said they'd never turn a profit. So the immediate reaction is whenever you say pay us what you owe us, it's like you're not making any money, so what do we owe you? You owe us money. This is actually one of those things. But if we're already losing $40 million, could you not just bump them up to at least six figures? Like $70,000 as a paycheck is that's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
Especially for like Caitlin Clark or all these people as a professional sports. Now, with that being said, my dad, his job, if he would have got paid $70,000 a year growing up, would have been incredibly pumped about that. But with how long the WNBA has been around, to say the $40 million loss is the reason why you can't give them money that should be pretty easy to make happen is just wild. Because if you just add $30,000 to each one of them, get that up over $100,000, it's another like $4.6 million. Say you're $44.6 million in this way. There has to be $4 million you can find somewhere in here that you can give up to give the players at least a little bit more money, because I don't think the $70,000 thing is right. But I think that negotiation is going to be tough.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a very tough negotiation. Yeah. Now, it seems like the players, though, all in on their side of it. And then if you listen to everybody else talk, it's like, hey, business, this is how business works. You make money, you get money. That's kind of how it goes. But it's like if you're operating at a $40 million loss off of $200, there's a lot of things going wrong. We could sneak in an extra $30,000 per player for it to get up to $100,000. Hopefully that'll be a conversation. Hopefully there'll be incentive base for it to go forward. But that was the big story out of the weekend. I don't love that that's a big story out of the weekend because I thought it was a great weekend here in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Every city, every place downtown was rented out. There was massive events everywhere. Nike took over an entire basic block of Indianapolis and built it up. It was awesome. We had a great weekend here, even though, collective bargaining is going to be the conversation going forward. And there's no reason for anybody, especially after the Stud Buds basically brought the whole world together.
That's right.
Shout out to the Stud Buds. They were just streaming their entire time here in Indianapolis. You're welcome back anytime you want. They're getting after it, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were having a good... Stud Buds were a great time.
That's Stud Buds football.
That is Stud Buds football. That is kind of what we realized this weekend. So shout out to the WNBA coming through our city. We hope you enjoyed it. And shout out to Scottie Scheffler.
Oh, yeah, Scottie.
Scottie Scheffler, as I was, watching what he was doing yesterday, with my daughter running around, so you catch it back. It's great backdrop. Great. A little earlier in the day, because they're in Ireland, so obviously they're 6 hours, 7 hours ahead. So in the morning, you get a chance to watch it as opposed to just the afternoon. So there's some pros and some cons. Long day afterwards with nothing afterwards,
Sure. Yeah.
So that is certainly a give and take that we had there. But watching this dude, it's like, what words do you use to describe him? I guess inevitable. I guess that is a word that you could describe him as. Going into any tournament, it's just like Scottie Scheffler's probably going to win this thing. I even put out a tweet that's like every 3 weeks I get a chance to see his family. Little Bennett, this boy's growing so quick.
Yeah.
Hey, last time I seen this guy, was at his previous win, which was just a few weeks ago, and then previous wins a couple weeks before that. We're keeping up with him every couple weeks here. It's like I'm following him on Facebook. It's like I'm catching up with their family portraits basically as they're going. Beautiful family, happy family. Little boy almost getting up that hill to get to the green. Fantastic. But all in all, the only word you can really say about Scottie Scheffler is obviously. It's like, hey, he has a 4-stroke lead. He's going to go right for it. There's going to be a lot of danger in between. He doesn't have to do it. He can play it safe. He's going to get it to 6 feet, actually, obviously. That is what Scottie Scheffler's going to do. Hey, for the 10th consecutive time, he's had a lead going into a Sunday, 4 strokes or more. And now this is the first hole. Is he going to be nervous? He's going to come out a little gun shy? He's going to go ahead and put it to tap-in length on the first hole. Let the rest of the field know, like, hey, this Sunday is exactly how every other day is going to go. Then we go, obviously. What a stroke. Middle of the fairway. What's that mean? Oh, he mashed his drive to a perfect location. Hangs that thing up high right. What's the topography going to do for you? Oh, it's going to put it right next to the hole. It's like anytime he needs a shot, he shows up and does it. And I hate to kind of harp on this, because it does feel like it steals the chatter a little bit. People are like, Scottie's not entertaining enough to be a top man, a leading man. Does he have the personality of the guys of the past? Tiger, we had the red shirt on Sunday. We had the fist bump. We had the intensity. We had the entire thing. What do we have with Scottie? What do we have with Scottie is just like, every shot's a good one somehow.
Yeah.
Every single shot somehow is being great. And he's starting to show a little bit more emotion.
Yeah.
He's starting to introduce himself to the world a little bit more. He's given some deep perspective takes about life and golf and his deal as a professional athlete and how he views it over the last few days. And I want to let Scottie Scheffler know, we love you, buddy. You're great for sports. And people watching you do your thing at the highest level in the biggest moments with the most amount of pressure, and you not cracking at all. You staring down the biggest moment and the hardest moment, because in golf, if you're off by that much, it's over. He could still score a 9 on a hole.
Yeah.
There is still a chance that could happen on any swing. He said, can't wait to get to Memphis. Now everybody's even par yet again. Here he is on 12 for a birdie. 11 was a tough hole everybody's talking about. 12, you bounce back, get a birdie here, no problem. How you doing? Keep it moving. Then he wraps it up on 18 with like a 3-foot tap in, as the guy that he's playing alongside basically said he was a joy to play with.
Yeah,
the guy's happy. He doesn't seemingly have any bad traits about him at all. The way he views life is spectacular. I think there's a chance he might start smoking a little weed.
Sure.
Which I am a huge proponent of. If not, he's been at the top of the mountain long enough now that he's been able to look around and be like, hey, all I wanted to do was get here. This is all I wanted to do, is become the best I could possibly become. Be the best in the world. Get to the top of this mountain. He gets to the top of the mountain, he looks around. This is it. This is what I committed my entire life to. He gave an answer yesterday afterwards. It was like, when I was 4 or 5 years old, I used to wear pants to the golf course because I saw professional golfers do it. All I've ever wanted to do is become a professional golfer. My entire life, I've tried to become a professional golfer. And then you get here and you realize that the only good time is right after you win. And then it's like a 2 to 3 minute feeling. And then it's like, okay, got to get home, back to America, got to get to my family, got Memphis on Tuesday, everybody's even par. This is kind of the same notion that everybody that gets to the top of their respective fields kind of starts to feel. It's either you win is a relief and a loss is total devastation. He's at that point now in a sport that it's not supposed to have that type of expectations, where if he's in a tournament, he's supposed to win it. And if he doesn't win it, it's like, what happened? And if he does win it, it's like, well, he's supposed to win it. Let's see what happens next. I hope there's a chance for Scottie to continue to be able to play as well as he's playing while viewing the world this way. And I hope he continues to balance life and golf at the same time, because I think he's doing it better than any megastar has ever done it, any phenom has ever done it. And then you listen to Jordan Spieth talk about him afterwards, could have been...
No shade.
Kind of felt like a shot. About how he does things differently than all of us, and he doesn't do as many corporate events. He's not chasing money. He's not chasing any of this. He just wants to play golf and be with his family, and he's able to turn it off when he goes home. And he said he was going home with them, and he wasn't able to. It's like Scottie Scheffler might be the most relatable, normal, awesome dog in the history of sport. He is a dog. To get this good, you have to have a maniacal work ethic. You have to be dialed in. You have to know every little thing about your swing, the golf ball, the golf course, and everything else that's happening around you. To do that, the amount of work you have to put in is absurd. So we'd like to say to Scottie, we appreciate the hell out of your commitment to your sport. We appreciate the hell out of your commitment to you and us watching your baby boy grow up into inevitably becoming a champion, which we assume will happen in anything. Doesn't matter what he does, if it is golf or something else. We can't wait to follow along, and thank you for what you're doing for sports. Because when your name's on a leaderboard or when you're in a tournament, it is must watch because there's a chance that he goes 7 straight holes and hits the best shot you could possibly hit on every single shot. Let's go to one half of the hammer. Dahn, Cowboys AP Tone. He's untouchable right now, and the only person that you can compare him to is Tiger Woods. And he and Tiger, polar opposite human beings, both wear the check mark, though.
Yeah, they do. The only person, like, the current run that he's on is Tiger, like, and I hope he continues to do it. You know, like Koepka, Spieth, Rory, they had run similar to this, but the difference between that and Tiger was that Tiger just did it forever. But you talk about being on the leaderboard and being in the tournament. He has put the PGA Tour on his back. He's got 11 straight top 10s and 30 of the last 36. That's the last 2 years. He's been top 10. If he's been in the 30 of 36, he's been finished in the top 10. So, like, if Scottie's playing in a tournament, he's going to be in the top 10. He's going to be there, and everyone's going to tune in to watch Scottie. He's literally putting the tour on his back.
And if we know anything from Swing to Survive.
Yep. Correct.
Yep.
Full swing.
Drive to
There
swing.
it is.
Drive to swing.
Full swing on Netflix. Their schedules are horrendous.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's back in Memphis Tuesday or Wednesday. So he was just obviously in Northern Ireland, has to fly back to Dallas, Texas. Then he's in Memphis. That's on Tuesday, Wednesday-ish. He has to go in there, get the course, get a practice round, Pro-Am. I assume he's not doing those Pro-Ams anymore. Who knows?
I hope not.
I hope he isn't either.
Yeah.
Guy's making top 10. He's in every single weekend. He's doing this entire thing. But it's like him being able to balance being a human while their touring schedule is insane over there. Not a lot of time down, not a lot of time with family. The fact that he's been able to balance it all and figure it all out, I'm proud of him. I'm pumped for him. Let's go to the Talks Table at Boston Connor, at Ty Schmidt. Con man, your thoughts on old Scottie Scheffler carrying golf right now for all of us. And even, I think, the LIV guys and the PGA guys, they're all saying, that's the motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
And that's a good place to be if you're him.
Yeah, and thank God we got him. Like, I feel like without Scottie, it is a much different tournament. Obviously, it's a major. No matter what, you're going to tune in. But I think that was my biggest takeaway is that when it is a major, you want, 18th hole coming down to the finish. Everybody's tied, and you're damn near going to go to a playoff. But when it comes to Scottie, when it is like that, and you're just watching Scottie Scheffler golf, because that's all it was. You weren't watching for competition. You weren't watching to see who's going to win. Scottie's going to win. You're watching Sunday just to see what he does, and he delivers. Like, that's why I think I have grown to love Scottie so much, is because it's not like a, hey, walk in the park. You mentioned it. The first hole, he's basically going for the hole. He's going for a damn albatross, and he doesn't need to. I think that's why it is so entertaining, and it is great to have a dominant golfer, because even when all those guys were going, Brooks was making his run and everything, there wasn't like the clear-cut number one. Tony just said it. In the last 2 years, he's been top 10 in 30 events. Like, he is by far the greatest golfer. He's head and shoulders above whoever you want to put at number 2, and I think that's why it has been so entertaining to watch some of these matches, because he's just balling out.
Yeah, I enjoy watching him golf. And what can't be lost in all this, D-Butch, 9-year NFL vet, is the amount of work that has to go in to get to this point. Because he's just so ho-hum all the time. It's just like, I just hit it 350. I just put it to 2 feet on a Sunday at the Open, a major that I have never won before. I just made a huge putt. He made, I forget what his putts were. He has the best day he's ever had putting, I think. Yes. I think he's figured out the putting, because the putting was kind of the question mark here. How good was Scottie's putting, says Jamie Kennedy. Great account, pulled up some great stats. He finished the week 59 of 63 putting inside 10 feet. Okay? So those are the ones that are, first of all, they piss you off.
Yeah, the knee knockers.
Yeah, the knee knockers are the ones that piss you off. But also, if you're able to make those, you can gain a lot of strokes. Scottie Scheffler used to miss every once in a while at this distance, and everybody was like, his only weakness is his putter. His only weakness is his putter. It's like, the guy's won 3 majors. I don't know if his putter is that weak. I understand it's not as good as his irons or his driver, but he went to work on his putter. Very clear, very evident.
Changed his grip.
Yeah,
changed his grip. And he went to the claw grip, and it's been different since. And you talked about everything, man. How his peers speak about him. I think DeChambeau, he spoke about him after. I think they're both like Dallas area kids. He was like, look, I used to play against Scottie all the time. He was never that good. You talked about the work ethic. Like, he was bogey free up until that par putt. That was when he showed like the biggest, emotion. When he had the big fist pump. He had that double bogey a little bit later. But that kind of shows you, even though I'm head and shoulders above the field, I'm going to win this tournament. I care about my next shot, my next stroke. He's just dominant. It's not like he's perfectly fundamentally sound. He's not like an Adam Scott or like a Rory. Like you look at that, okay, this is the perfect swing. His feet are always different. His finishes with his hands. So a guy that like me who's kind of, fairly new into golf and watching him do it and watching him do it his way and still be kind of like just himself. It's almost like watching Barry Sanders. Like Barry Sanders, he was dominant. He did freaky shit on the field every Sunday, but he wasn't like Speed. He wasn't doing all the other things. And obviously this is an individual sport, so he can win, unlike Barry on those old Lions who had to struggle with some tough teams. But it's been special watching Scottie, man. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a good comparison there, Barry Sanders. I never thought of that as you're saying.
Yes, because,
I'm like,
Barry.
Where's he from? Where's Barry Sanders from?
Kansas.
What's
Where
the
at? Whereabouts?
Wichita.
Oh!
I'm not gonna lie. The first, it's tough.
You're really trying to put some sauce on Wichita.
Now. Yeah, it's even tougher.
Wichita. Yeah, like a little Spanish. The I, the first I, hard. Second I, pronounce that thing as an E.
Accent.
Yeah, Wichita, Kansas is not a bad spot. But yeah, obviously, Barry Sanders handed the ball back to the official after a touchdown. People still are told that to this day. It's like watching Scottie Scheffler. Will he be like this for 20 years? Possibly. And you talked about his swing being new to golf. Everything they tell you, you're not supposed to do. Hey, those feet need to remain the same. Those feet need to stay there. Somehow, Scottie's been able to dance, obviously not in his irons, but in the driver, in the tee box, he does the hokey. That son of a bitch is right foot in, left foot in, both feet out, bombs.
Jumping.
So it's like, obviously, you got to find your swing.
Every time. You see that target?
Boom, the triangle, the little triangle. Hey, this is where you need to aim. It's like they were golfing in Pittsburgh. Third tree over, this is where you need to hit it. And then all of a sudden, Scottie's ball is just, and then, oh, wait, is it going to come back? Of course it is. Like a magnet. The guy's unbelievable.
Crazy.
All right, congrats to Scottie. Also, congrats to all the NFL teams that are currently showing up at training camp. Tell them we don't have time to break it all down. How many teams are currently already checked into camp?
So the Chargers and Lions are already in camp. They're playing in the Hall of Fame game. They've been there. And then today, the Chiefs and Cowboys report. 22 teams report tomorrow, and then 2 more report on Wednesday, Steelers being one of those.
Okay, so I think it's 26 tomorrow.
Or sorry, 26.
Yeah, 26 tomorrow, 2 today, 2 yesterday, or whenever the Lions and Chargers reported, and then 2 on Wednesday. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, live from a golf course, I do believe, a Michigan man, senior NFL insider for ESPN, Adam Schefter. Schefter, how's it going over there? You guys hitting it like Schefter?
Yeah, like I'm Adam Schefter today, and I will say you were talking about Scottie Scheffler before. Pat, you know Jimmy Sexton, the superpower agent who represents half the coaches in college football, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, do you know who Jimmy Sexton's son Parker's college roommate was?
Of course. He's just Scottie. I guess it would be Scottie there.
Scottie at Texas. And I like to tease Jimmy all the time that you can represent all these college coaches, you can represent some of the biggest players in the NFL, but you had the greatest money-making prospect within your grasp as you were grooming through Texas. He was sleeping at your house, and you didn't even get him as a client. That's a big whiff.
Hey, Jimmy Sexton rarely misses. Jimmy Sexton, an absolute beast, a weapon. The fact that, obviously, everybody's connected. It feels like, let's talk about that. Shout out to Jimmy Sexton and his boy, and Scottie Scheffler. How was that networking event up there? Just billionaires walking around everywhere at that Michigan golf outing that you're currently at?
This is a fundraiser for Michigan, and so we've got the Michigan football program today, and it was very nice because it was very opportune. The last time I believe I spoke to you, I was at Oakmont playing with Wink Martindale, and when I got home from Oakmont after my flight was canceled and I had to drive 7.5 hours from Pittsburgh to New York, after I got home and went to go play golf that week, I realized that my 5-wood wasn't in the bag. They left it behind. It turned out it was in Wink's bag, but Wink left his clubs in Baltimore and went to Florida for 3 weeks. So Wink conveniently returned my 5-wood to me today, and the 5-wood has been glorious so far, Pat.
That's amazing. I assume you hit that 5-wood, 155, 160?
Oh, maybe you're giving me credit that I don't deserve. Maybe 125, 130.
I'm joking. Happy you're joining us. Thank you for joining us. Tell your partners there we apologize for the interruption. Let's talk a little NFL news, shall we? TJ Watt gets his deal done. $41 million per 3 years, 123, 108 fully guaranteed. Every insider, every Pittsburgh person was like, this deal's getting done. This is a no-brainer. He held out of mandatory minicamp. I thought that was a big deal. I thought to myself, maybe this is uglier than we thought beforehand. How did this deal end up getting done? And 3 years, 123, was this the number it was always going to be for TJ?
Well, I think the issue really, when they were sitting down and talking, was length. I think the Steelers would have preferred a shorter-term deal, and TJ Watt would have wanted a longer-term deal, and they always were going to re-sign him, as we talked about. The fact of the matter was, I think it's very convenient for a lot of these guys to take a stand in that mandatory minicamp going in, whether it was TJ Watt or Trey Hendrickson or Terry McLaurin or some of the players who didn't show up and incurred over $107,000 of fines that is collected and mandated by the collective bargaining agreement. You basically say, okay, I'm going to make a $107,000 statement to my team that I'm not happy with where the talks are at. And as you go into the summer, if you're getting the deal that TJ Watt gets done eventually, what is $107,000? Even at the end, the agent can say, hey, I need you to throw in $107,000 more to cover the fines. And it was pretty incredible because TJ Watt has 108 sacks in his career, and the guaranteed money was $108 million. And I asked, was that coincidental? Did we know? They didn't even realize it. So that was by.
Oh, so you actually presented that piece of information. So this is good. Did you guys do this on purpose? 108 sacks, 108 million guaranteed. Correct. That's cute.
And they didn't realize it until it was raised that was exactly how it matched up his career sacks and the guaranteed money. But what's $107,000 on $108 million guaranteed? You're not talking about anything. And that's why TJ Watt can make that statement, even though they were just really far apart, disagreeing on the length of the contract. So I think he would have wanted 4 years. I think they would have liked 2 years. They compromised, met at 3, and there's the deal right there for $123 million with 108 guaranteed.
That's a sick graphic out of D-Bone. Payday for TJ was sitting right there, but I do appreciate payday for Watt.
Yikes.
You know what's is very interesting about this to me is that to me was probably the last big move in a Steelers offseason that was probably unlike any Steelers offseason in recent memory. You think about all the moves that they made. This is usually a conservative franchise, laid back, relaxed, not very aggressive. And here's an offseason where they go and they trade for DK Metcalf. They sign Aaron Rodgers. They trade for Jalen Ramsey. They trade for Jonnu Smith. They trade away Micah Fitzpatrick. And then they sign TJ Watt to the richest deal that's a non-quarterback deal in NFL history. And it gets, I said it before, these are not your father's Steelers, and they did not operate that way. And I think they're tired of losing 6 straight playoff games and are being very aggressive to try to do something to snap that streak and make sure that it doesn't repeat itself.
Well, yeah, my father knows that Bill Cowher could have built the boys up no matter what the roster was. That is what Bill Cowher. But my father and my father's friends would say, yeah, it's about time we try to win some fucking games. Like, I think that all of Pittsburgh is pumped about this, but expectations now are only one thing.
Yep.
Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh's gotta go to the Super Bowl. There they go. Good luck, boys. Congrats to Con, too, getting all those deals done. We are very proud of them. Speak about another deal, especially for a pass rusher. George Karlaftis gets his deal done. Congratulations to him. Obviously, the Chiefs have been making moves. Quarterback tacklers have gotten paid. Obviously, in this world that we're in, disrupting the quarterback is a massive ordeal. A lot of people are saying you need 4 number 1 overall type picks on the D-line. D-line seemingly becoming a place of interest for all teams. Not that it hasn't been in the past, but a lot more money going there. Karlaftis is a beast. 7 sacks in the last 2 postseasons, which is all 7 games, most in the NFL. 23 pressures, 7 games, most in the NFL. 15 quarterbacks hit, 7 games, most in the NFL. So this guy, whenever the lights are the brightest, shows up, he gets paid. Now, let's move to another quarterback tackler that is obviously sitting on deck. Go ahead, D-Bud.
Yeah, we got an elite pass rusher out in Dallas. Micah Parsons set to play on his 5th-year option. I believe it's around $24 million. And with these new deals getting done, Myles Garrett, now TJ getting his done. What's the latest with Micah?
The Cowboys are slow playing it again. Surprise, surprise. And they have not been in any rush. Now, Mike is going to go to camp, and Mike is going to be there, and Mike is going to do what Micah does. But I could tell you that going into camp, the two sides were not very close to a deal, and I don't think the Dallas Cowboys have been overly aggressive about getting a deal done. There have not been very many conversations, and I still think that everybody believes that at some point this deal is going to get done. But if we go back to last offseason as a roadmap, CeeDee Lamb got done, I believe, late in August. Dak Prescott got done on the opening day of the NFL season. And we'll see when they can get something done with CeeDee Lamb, with Micah Parsons, who they want to get done, obviously. But it doesn't sound like it's on a fast track right now. Now, that can change. And I do think that when they get a deal done with him, it's going to make him the richest defensive player in NFL history. It'll be the richest non-quarterback deal in NFL history. But again, not close right now, and we'll see if they can find a way to get there this summer as they have in the past with some of their other premier players.
Mulligat's 1,000% waiting on TJ. No questions asked. Yeah. Waiting on TJ, wait on TJ.
Yeah, but that's fine. But the Cowboys have not exactly been pushing the envelope either, Pat.
We'll see.
They've been very slow about this.
I respect Jerry Jones and his business acumen. I do, personally. I love it. Ever since I watched him on that Joe Buck interview show where he said something along the lines of, there's people that are 230 yards out from the green, a par 5. It's going to be their second shot, and there's a little bit of water. And they lay it up, and then they try to get a birdie. He said, I'm standing over that ball, and I'm going for the green every fucking time. And then he talked about how he went all in for the Dallas Cowboys. And he talked about how he always goes all in for all of his businesses. And then you watch him lead the most valuable franchise in the world, basically. You think to yourself, wow, this guy, great businessman. Then you watch the way some of these contracts get handled. It's like, Jared, if you were to get these done a little bit earlier, this wouldn't be as big. CD, obviously massive. Dak Prescott, he was like 2 years late on that deal for it to be as big as it was. He always gets it done, always takes care of his guys, but it always comes at some sort of significant cost, which led to one of my favorite quotes I've ever heard, which he said, anything I've ever loved or has become very good for me, people have told me I've overpaid for. It's like, got an excuse for it. I love it. But we all just know Micah's deal is going to get done, even if he gets hurt, even if he doesn't play well. We all assume the deal is going to get done. And now it's just like, when? I guess when. Maybe it's after a Cowboys loss happens.
Yeah.
Cowboys loss happens like week 6. What happens? Boom! Congratulations. Micah Parsons just signed for $42 million a year on a 4-year deal. It's like, we all know it's going to happen, Jer. We all know it's going to happen. You might as well just get it done.
Like a Chris Jones situation with the Chiefs, where they open up week 1 against the Lions. Up in the suite. He's up in the suite. Chiefs end up losing to the Lions. David Montgomery runs all over him. And then the week after, or 2 weeks after that, Chris Jones gets paid $90 million.
Yeah, it's going to happen. And the market's been set. Miles, TJ, Micah's going to expect the same exact thing. Mulligat is going to do it. Okay, we know we're taking up your time. Let's continue to roll around the NFL quickly. Tone has a question, speaking of the Lions.
Yeah, Schefter, it feels like, new year, same situation potentially for the Lions. Levi Ozarike shows up for camp, and then we get reported that he's out for the season with an ACL. Dan Campbell actually had this to say.
All right, let me start with Levi. Levi is out for the year. All right, Levi's surgery was, it was significant. But it needed to be done, out of his control, and it needed to be done. And so he will miss the season.
So, Schefter, we were talking about, the wording there from the MCDC was, a little weird. Did he show up with an ACL injury? Did it happen in the first day of practice? What happened there for the Lions?
Look, he's missed parts of the last 3 seasons with injuries. He had the injury last year, and from the sounds of that, without knowing, it sounds like they went in there and the damage was greater than they anticipated, and he's going to miss extensive time. I don't know whether there was more damage than just the ACL or what the situation was, but obviously it was a significant injury that's not going to allow him to play the season. It's the 3rd straight year that he's missing time. You just hate to hear it. You could see how emotional Dan Campbell was about that, and he's been a great player when he could stay healthy, and that's what's frustrating and disappointing, because you want somebody like that out there. and now they have another setback. I don't know whether he aggravated it or just so extensive the first time he did it that when they did the surgery, it was more than they thought.
Okay, so he said it was out of his control. Was there a previous surgery that was maybe not completed? Like, why would the out of his control line happen? I don't.
Well, I think sometimes I'm guessing, I'd have to make another call, but I think they go in there, and sometimes the damage is just greater than you'd ever imagine. It's more significant, and that looks like it was the case here. But I can't answer that definitively because I do not know that.
Okay, well, we would like to let old cuz know. Godspeed, brother. Sorry this happened. And for the Lions, that's only one thing that's kind of happening. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, we have a list of things for the Lions here. Obviously, Aylin McNeil is out until November with an ACL injury from last year. Aiden Hutchins returning back from his leg surgery. Malcolm Rodriguez tore his ACL on Thanksgiving. Frank Ragnow retired. Zeitler goes in free agency, and then both coordinators are gone.
Jeez.
So it's a list of things the Lions have to worry about.
Oh, yeah. You're up there at that Michigan alum golf outing.
Aside from both the coordinators, they lost 8 assistant coaches in all. 8. So that is a coaching staff that got raided.
We're not going to panic, okay? We still have MCDC and Jared Goff.
Well, let's see if we're going to panic. You're up there at that Michigan golf outing. Probably a lot of Lions fans around there. How's the temperature on the Lions this year? The NFC North has not gotten worse.
No, it certainly hasn't.
No, it could be as tough a division as there is in football. It's going to be loaded. Every team's going to be tough. I still think the Lions have a really good team. There are a lot of people believe that they're just going to continue on. Johnny Morton's going to take over on the offensive side and do great things. Calvin Shepard on the defense side going to do great things. But there's no way that you could lose that amount of coaching brain power and think it's not going to impact you.
Agreed. Plus, with all those players that are already injured, last year that was kind of their problem. But I have faith in MCDC to give the boys rally, and I have faith in Shep.
Hell yeah. I mean, look what the Eagles did it.
Yeah, it took them a year.
They lost coordinators every year.
Took them a little bit. And they have a top 10 quarterback just like Detroit does. We're not going to get into that.
Number one.
Not going to get into that. I enjoy people going crazy. Hey, before we ask you another question, are you going to golf? What's going on? Are you guys in the middle of your round or what's going on?
Yeah, they just played a hole without me because it's best ball. Did we birdie that or we parred it? Yeah. They just informed me that we parred because I didn't get the putt.
Come on, Shefty.
Okay, so is Eisenberg a player or no?
Yeah, he's good, but he's been gone for 3 weeks. He's been, touring the world. My friend Steven Eisenberg has, and so he's blaming it on being, out of the country. Comes back. He shot an 81 at Oakmont, 41 on the front 9, 41, and he hasn't hit a shot yet today.
Was he at Bezos' wedding? Was he over there at Bezos' wedding?
Were you at Jeff Bezos' wedding? Is that where you were? No.
Eisenberg could be, though. We just looked him up. He's the president of Kenwall Steel Corp up there in Dearborn, Michigan.
Okay.
Steve, good to see you. Good to see you, Steve. You're great. Hey, guys, just stick when he wants to be. Guys, stick when he wants to be.
Go to a Coldplay concert.
All right. Hey, stay away from concerts. Just in general, pal. All right.
Hey, Pat, I'll also say this. Being that we started on agent work and we're going to end on agent work here, all I know is that I flew in. I was supposed to do a post-round roundtable with Desmond Howard and Kirk Herbstreit talking all about Michigan football because Herbie's son goes to Michigan. Herbie's come over to the right side. It's great to see. He's now a Michigan fan. We love to see him being part of the Michigan family. I was going to do this thing. I showed up today because I was told Desmond Howard's here, Kirk Herbstreit's here, and I'm going to be doing this discussion with them, the three of us. I get here, and Kirk Herbstreit is not here. He's shooting a dog food commercial. Now, last I checked, I've got 4 dogs. I think Herbie's got 1 or 2. I've got more dogs. So whoever is representing me is doing a poor job that I'm not included in a dog food commercial with Kirk Herbstreit in a debate that I came to where he was supposed to be here, that he blew me off.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Who would have thought, Coonan? Coonan, come on, buddy. Coonan, get to the bottom of it. We need at least some pet food for this guy. He's got 4 dogs. Kirk has 4 or 5 dogs as well. Kirk has a lot of them. He has a fleet. He has a fleet of these things.
They're all the most famous dog in the country.
Yeah, and Peter is also one of them. Maybe you need to do a little Peterizing of one of your dogs.
Sure.
Because Peter, dog.
I got to start taking my dogs to Sunday Countdown. The oldest one is 19 and is blind, and she can't hear, and she goes to the bathroom everywhere. So I don't
one that peed on him.
I don't think Greeny will mind when Ella will go to the bathroom all over the studio on Sunday.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, Greeny's fine with it. It's not going to be on his red bottoms. Hey, real quick, didn't PFT had his dog breaking news, right?
Yeah.
PFT had his dog, rest in peace, I think, breaking news for a while.
Yeah.
Leroy. I think Leroy, rest in peace, I believe.
Leroy was a real news hound.
Yes, yes, he was. I agree. That is the case. You should think about maybe one of your dogs becoming an insider. Then you get to because Peter's part of game day.
Yeah,
Peter is a part of college game day.
Formally,
he's just wherever he's a part of game. You need your dog to start breaking some news. Then now we start getting the pet food, the dog food.
Maybe not Ella though.
Maybe the fresh pets. Yeah, the 19-year-old's going to be a tough sell, but hey, maybe that's a good play in the background there.
Brady and Apple. Apple, they're about 5 years old. They're primed for this. Like, if Herbie wants to share the spotlight and I have an agent that does it, his job worth his salt, and he gets one of these dog food deals, that'd be great.
Jeez.
All right, enjoy yourself out there. I think there's a lot of people in that course who probably get you a deal.
Yeah.
You're the man, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Schefter.
Blind and deaf.
Dude, what did I do?
I think
sitting here and all of a sudden I need to get. What do you want me? Kibbles and bits, dude?
I think Herbie might be lying too.
Yeah, I think they already shot the commercial, but there could be another commercial.
Oh, there could be.
There was a time last year, middle of college football season, where it was Friday night maybe. Herbie was in town because his boy was playing high school football.
Sure,
he has since committed to Michigan on scholarship. Congrats to Chase, and that is an interesting dynamic. All of a sudden, Herbie's dad, I think, coached at Ohio State. He obviously was Ohio State quarterback captain. He's on that college game day set, OHIO, And he starts saying some stuff, obviously, about Ohio and everybody. Herbie is Herbie. Ohio people get mad at him. Then all of a sudden, his boy does not get offered a scholarship from Ohio State.
No.
Does get offered a scholarship to Michigan. His boy's worked his ass off, played football his entire life, trying to create his own path. I got a scholarship offer to Michigan. Go blue.
Yeah, hail the victors, baby.
You'd be a fool not to take it.
And then all of a sudden, Kirk there, you got all of Ohio going, you told him to go there. We know you did. And Kirk's like, no, I actually love Ohio State. Kirk gets like emotional talking about Ohio State and what it means to him. His dad, I think his father was coached there a long time. Yeah. So Chase going to Michigan. First of all, Chase, we love Chase. A lot of moxie on Chase.
A little too much. And easy on the love. Okay, I love Chase. I like the kid, kinda. What? I hear what you're saying.
I love Chase. If we were to go around the room, Ty
he's a good boy. I love Chase.
Ty,
love him.
Tone,
Good boy. Good boy.
He's a sweet boy.
Love is a strong word.
Okay, Gumpy also has his dots about love. He likes.
I don't really know him that well.
Okay, Nick's never been around Chase.
Kid.
I will say Chase has some takes. Every once in a while, Chase will fire off some takes.
He's a young kid.
He's a high schooler.
Yeah.
Well, he's at college, obviously.
He's lived a life. You want to know why Herbie's not up there? Because he's going to be chirping for Ball State in a year. Okay, I love Herbie. I do. It's real tough coming in as a quarterback when you're coming in with the #1 recruit overall in the entire.
What do you think? What do you think this is? What do you think? Chase doesn't understand the situation he's walking into?
I know he understands the situation, and it is sweet. Hey, I'm going to Michigan. It's sweet. You know what you don't have to deal with? A year into college. Hey, I'm transferring to Miami of Ohio, actually. Let's go, Mac.
Chase might end up being a West Virginia boy. He can run.
Bingo. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Chase can run.
Exactly.
I'm not saying he's going to leave. You need to watch him.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
You're starting to dance a little bit too much.
Miami of Ohio, the Ohio Bobcats.
Yeah, you're starting to dance a little bit too much, buddy. Okay, we're Big 12.
Dancing too much. You know who's dancing too much?
Who?
Schefter. Because if I was 19 years old and blind and deaf, I'd want to get shot in the head so bad.
You're talking about that dog? 19 years old is a long time.
Yeah, that's super old.
If my dog lives to 19, I'd be so mad.
Why?
Hey, if I'm that
I got my Valerie,
yeah,
our dog, Pitbull Sharpei. She's like 12 years old right now.
Okay.
12, 13 years old.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but she's obviously an older dog.
That's what I
mean. Like just hanging out with
quality.
her.
I'm talking about quality of life those last 5 years.
Yeah, it's still sweet though. She has like a bed basically in every room, It's a really cool thing. When he said 19, I thought to myself, 7 more years with Valerie would be wild if that was to happen, especially at this case. But man, those dogs. Valerie, I hung out with Val Saturday a little bit late with her. And I gave her a speech, basically. I was like, hey, you've been a good dog. Just want to let you know that. Whenever you need to go, you go. You have a good one. Well, could you imagine doing that for 7 years? 19?
No. Oh, he's talked about that dog. Like, he legitimately has to pick it up and take it outside every single time it has to go to the bathroom.
Poop and dust.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what they're saying.
Pooping probably not happening if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Poop is the toughest thing.
Just puke and poop.
It's a lot of energy to poop. Like, jeez. All right, let's. Von Miller has signed with the Washington Commanders, also known as the Washington Whatevers. First of all, we love Von Miller. We are Von Miller fans. There was a time where Von Miller was coming on the show once a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember that? It was great chit-chatting with him. He signed an exclusive deal with the place, couldn't join us anymore, which is a bummer, but we still continue to follow along. Future Hall of Famer, probably future general manager in the NFL. He is now signed with the Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders obviously in the middle of trying to get a new stadium built in Washington, D.C. That's potentially going to be put on hold. And we learned that from a Truth Social post from the President of the United States, who said they need to change their name back immediately. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if the President has read the tea leaves on the internet or has talked to the Washington fan base. I will say this from a personal opinion and my own personal research. The name Commanders at the beginning, didn't love it. Who are we? The Commanders. Tough name.
Sure.
Good song.
Couple years later here now, after them having some success, Commander's not a terrible name. Not a horrendous name.
No.
Washington football team, didn't think it was a horrendous name. I think if you win, anybody will like any name. What I will say, though, for the Washington football fans, they played here, away game, a couple years ago. They took over a lot of Lucas Oil Stadium. Okay, they got a big fan base.
Which is wild.
I didn't see a single Washington Commanders piece of merch.
What did you see?
Anybody.
Football team?
No. I didn't see that either. There's no WFTs or WTFs. It was all from the days.
When Alex Smith was there.
Joe Theismann.
Yeah.
Doug Williams.
It was
Doug Williams.
every piece of merch. Shirt, hat. I mean, I think I saw towels, blankets.
Boy.
And there was like 35,000.
Scary Terry went off that.
And they're insane. Deep touchdown to win in the fourth quarter. We should have beat them. It was an awesome environment. It was electrifying. But there was Washington fans everywhere. All of them had Redskins merch on. Yep. All of them. Every single person that was there. Now, is that because they are not from there, so they've been generational fans? Like my dad was a fan, my father's father, my mother's mother was a fan of the team, and this is the only merch that they had. They had not bought the new stuff yet or whatever the case is. I think President Trump knew that there is a contingency of people that are very much on board with getting back to the Redskins name. With that being said, I think it's going to take a lot. I think it's going to take a lot for that to happen. Is the threat of a stadium being stopped from being built enough to change it back?
Yep.
I think the new ownership group certainly has something to figure out.
That's a bold play.
Now, obviously, there is a former, I believe before he was president, Donald Trump tweeted about this, saying that the president was president talking about the name of a football team.
Yeah. More important things.
There are some important things out there, huh?
Situations are situational, obviously, and you can kind of do this whole number. But I think what people need to realize, especially the people that are very against whatever he says, and if he says something this time that you're against, it's like there is a contingency people on the other side that are very loyal and pumped behind that. And now we find ourselves yet again at a beautiful crossroads of boom, I'm right. No, I'm right. Until nothing happens, all I know is they need a new stadium.
Bad.
Like, the poop pipes were bursting.
So bad.
All over the place. People are damn near dying with rails cracking from fans doing this. People are having a drink of beer. All of a sudden, what's in their beer? Poop and water and urine. What's that from? The pipe right above me burst.
Yeah.
Boom. John took a dump 2 seconds ago. Now it's in my beer because this stadium stinks. Things cracking. People potentially falling. This is a massive organization. Yeah. This is the biggest league on earth. This is the most profitable league on earth. They have been an embarrassment. That stadium has been an embarrassment to the league. We used to see it and think to ourselves, is that an MLS stadium? That can't be an NFL stadium. That's got to be an old NFL stadium, right? They got a new NFL stadium. They moved out of that stadium. Now the XFL's playing there. Is that where the D.C. Defenders are playing? Or no, that's where the Washington NFL team is still playing at. It's like, that's an embarrassment. Can't have that. So can't have the stadium holdup happen for the good of the league, for the good of the game. But boy, it feels like if actual politics are getting involved and the president's involved, and there's a lot of, on both sides, I think it's a big classic, Washington, D.C. I don't think anything's happening.
Feels pretty simple to me.
Feels like we're playing that stadium for the next 20 years.
I don't know. You want a new stadium? Go back to one of the most recognized names in NFL history.
Yeah.
Clearly, that is how one side definitely feels.
They can't play in that stadium. Like and you just said it. It is for the next 20 years, and we're all going to watch because Jaden Daniels is there. Like this is now becoming a premier place. I mean, they have Deebo Samuel and Terry McLaurin. Like they have notable names, and now Jaden Daniels is 24. So for the next 15 years, this team's going to be on prime time and competing for Super Bowls. They got to get the stadium down.
I got to get that guy's deal done first of all.
Yeah,
Terry McLaurin. How about the ownership being like, Terry, we want to get your deal done. Do you know what we're dealing with?
You see this post?
You on Truth? You on Truth Social?
You know who this is?
Okay, that's the President of the United States.
You're not on it?
Okay, we're talking multiple billion. Terry, we're trying. Will you just tell me we can't, please? We're trying to get this whole thing done. That's the President, yeah. Can he veto us getting a stadium? Yeah.
Sure can.
Yeah, he certainly can. He certainly can make it a lot harder. Then there'll be judges and this, and then some regional judge will bump it.
Sure.
I've been learning a lot about all this, way too much. My algo, especially now because it actually is football related.
Yeah.
So my algo is like, I don't know if you've heard, but the time has come. Politics and sports, boom. Here's it right down your feed. Here's everybody that's pissed off about it. Here's everybody that's pumped about it. Wow, you'll be surprised to hear that these people actually want this. It's like, who are that? Well, that's actually the Native American Society of blah, blah, blah. They are against? No, they're for it. Well, I just read that this Native American Society is, well.
Two separate entities.
Which side?
Yeah.
Different.
How do they ever get anything done?
That's exactly why they won't go back.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, everybody from the top down, they've been doing everything right. You know, and the stadium will get done. I think this is just, yapping on social media. I am concerned about what's going on with the NIL potentially limiting what they can make. But wherever they play, whatever the team name is, which I think it will be Commanders. That guy, those highlights he's been running, that's the guy they need to keep in the building. Because I think when he was drafted, it was still the Redskins, and he's been dominant. He's been productive year in and year out, regardless of who's at quarterback. Conman just called it. Jaden Daniels being there seems to be the face of the franchise, should be a guy for the next decade at least. You want to get your guy who's been a pillar in the organization in there and standing there comfortable. All these wide receivers are getting paid. All these people are getting paid. He should be the first guy on the list to get taken care of before camp. They report tomorrow as well. So hopefully they can get whenever they report.
The NIL,
2016.
Let's go back to the NIL thing because that was a big storyline. I saw a bunch of headlines. I didn't see what was actually said.
Same.
Because this is once again politics meeting sports, which is great. It's just absolutely great.
People love that.
We love everything about that. The NIL committee thing. We've talked about how that's impossible. That would be an impossible feat. Because if somebody presents a deal, an advertising deal from a company, how is a group of people in America, in a capitalist world that we live in, hopefully forever, Jesus, that's a wild thing to think about. But if you're able to make money from a company, how is a group of people allowed to say that it's a worthy deal or not? Like in America, an adult who's allowed to get a deal done gets presented an opportunity from a company to advertise for them, and it's worth $2 million. Then a committee is supposed to say whether or not it meets the window or the criteria of what a deal looks like. Who says what a deal looks like? This kid just negotiated a better deal than anybody in history. If it's only 2 posts, if it's $1 million a post, then this person maybe should be representing the United States government negotiations with other countries if that's the case. How can you ever turn any of those down? What's the purpose of a committee? I don't know how you could say no to anything. I think there's just lawsuits on top of lawsuits. So unless there is some form of, hey, you're allowed to rule that there is a window in these things, which I guess could limit some in it, but that committee is a waste of time, I think, personally. Yeah. Unless there's some sort of, I don't know how you. I'm very worried about how they stop all that, and by very worried I mean the game's going to be great. The players are going to get paid grotesquely. Only some schools are really going to be able to do it. Everybody else is going to have to catch up. And it's has that always been happening, just at a lower level? Kind of. So I'm not worried about the game itself. And just like Sankey said, it's strained, it's not ruined. But it's that committee thing, I don't see the purpose. I don't know how that is going to do anything. I don't know how, because how you turn down any deal. If I was to go to a committee of agents with the deal that I negotiated with ESPN for the licensing fee, and these people who I could run circles around at the negotiating table tell me that that's not a allowed deal, I'd be very pissed off.
Yeah.
I would be very pissed off. Just because you couldn't get this deal doesn't mean that somebody couldn't get this deal. And by somebody, I got this deal done. And this is how this goes. Here are the reasons why I got this deal. And we'll be profitable for the company. very quickly, which is exactly what happened. So I don't know how that committee. I don't know, man. So I think there has to be some sort of something.
Yeah.
Like there has to be some sort of something if they're even going to have that committee. And if they're trying to make it fair, I don't know how you.
Yeah, needed.
I don't know how you. In my head, I have a small brain. There's people a lot smarter than me, obviously. But I feel like we've dealt with all the things that are currently being dealt with in this world, whether it's advertising, digital deals, linear stuff, social stuff. All the brands basically that they're working with, we've kind of worked with and know all the people. So it's like, I don't know how you get it on track. I genuinely don't. So if they're trying to make some sort of, something, I guess you could word that as limiting NIL, but I guess until we see it, we have no idea.
Well, and is that like the Ryan Williams situation? Like Ryan Williams just signed a deal with Nike.
Second player ever
after Shador. Is it a situation where, Alabama's an Under Armour school? So if Nike were to offer Ryan Williams, like, is that the checks and balances type of situation where Ryan Williams could have an offer, but because his school is an Under Armour place? Or
just real quick, whatever the school is what you're going to be wearing on that field.
Yeah.
We
had a situation like that because kids are getting deals in high school now, like these apparel deals, and then obviously you go to a university and they have these huge contracts, apparel contracts with said company. So off the field though, they'll still be able to do appearance. Say you're an Adidas guy, you go to a Nike school, you'll still be able to do Adidas signings, do Adidas commercials and things like that. But just like you said, like, it's no going back. Like you think about the young lady in Texas Tech who just kind of reset the market. You assume Arch Manning probably resets the market. The young kid we just saw in the flag football game who has offers from the entire country making one-handed catches. You assume when that guy goes to college, these guys are going to reset the market. So you can't set them back and say, "Oh, that's not a fair market deal." Or
who said?
It's going to.
Is TJ Watt getting $41 million a year a fair market deal? I guess because Myles Garrett got that. Well, before Myles got it, who got nobody? So it's like, based on recent guidance issued by the College Sports Commission and stipulations within the House settlement, the NIL Go Clearinghouse, overseen by the CSC, is rejecting or expected to reject the following types of deals: deals lacking a valid business purpose. This refers to deals where the entity providing the compensation doesn't offer goods or services to the general public for profit. 2 posts on social, okay, that's a business purpose. Deals solely designed to funnel money to athletes or school. For example, a collective holding an event or selling merchandise with the primary purpose of raising funds to pay athletes rather than offering goods or services to the public will be rejected. So funds have to go to them to say, can we raise funds? That doesn't make any sense. Deals that are not within a fair market range of compensation. Who says what's a fair market?
Exactly.
That would be the 2 post thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, who says that? I don't know. I feel like they're going to have a lot of trouble unless there is some sort of power given to them, which is what they would have to get, I think, which goes back to what the headline could be.
But based on this, too, like this committee, wasn't the whole point like, hey, we need consistency? Because that's what we're lacking here is there's just no consistency, and it seems like with this type of thing, it's the kind of thing where the rules still might change year after year because, like, if you're going to do that, the fair market range of compensation, they need to go through every single player in the NCAA and figure out what that is.
Not only NCAA, because some of these guys are entertainers. They stream as well.
Yeah.
They're going to go through streaming.
True.
I mean,
True.
Social, it's like, I don't know how you, in these suits, are going to be able to figure it out.
And how much time
to go through all that?
That take years and years to do that.
And who's the regulator on what the market is? Like, who's the one that regulates what a good fair deal is?
NCAA football. He's only 75.
True.
We can't be giving this guy that kind
Yeah,
of
you're going to go off ratings on 2K?
Yeah.
Is that right? I don't know.
Legit?
I don't know. They got a lot to work on this. This feels like a lot of lawsuits.
So many.
I'm viewing me as an 18-year-old. And once again, I pitched the NFL in I think it was NFLPA meeting or maybe it was a team meeting. I forget what it was. No, it might have been an NFL meeting. I was like, how come the Colts are allowed to have scratch-offs here in town? I'm not allowed to have scratch-off. How come I'm not allowed to have the McAfee Millions scratch-off here with the state lottery or whatever? Like, you're not allowed to do it. It's gambling. I'm like, you guys got a scratch-off. How come I'm not allowed to get a scratch-off? And then next question. I have my own merch deal. I don't want the NFLPA to handle my merch deal. Well, the NFLPA has everybody's merch deal. Well, I'm not joining the NFLPA. Do they have my merch deal still? Well, I guess technically not, but they already have it. It's like, nope, I'm not signing up for the NFLPA then. So I'm just thinking as somebody who has always been a little bit of a fucking prick whenever it comes to getting money. Like, that is, come from not a lot. I'm not telling a story that not a lot of people have. But I've been getting to the money since like 5th grade, selling cigarettes at 50 cents a pop. Great business. Great ROI. Now, granted, whenever they catch you with a carton in 5th grade in your backpack, they're looking for you to get kicked out of that school forever. Sure. And Sally McAfee had heard it. You had to help me. So it's like carton, yeah. I was moving, dude. I was selling to high schoolers too.
Off camera. I need to know the plug.
I was good. The plug, hindsight, terrible, human. I mean, might be worse.
He gets to the money too.
Not in Plum. There's no way.
Well, he was making sure you weren't smoking them.
Of course.
So,
Boom, yep.
Well, you never get high off your own supply. I obviously understood that, but I was around a lot of people that smoke cigs, and I just figured, like, okay, if you guys are going to smoke cigs, I might as well at least be able to get a grapefruit at Extras here.
Yeah.
A grape juice at Extras. Yeah. First couple were stolen from friend's mom's ashtray. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and pluck that. She had massive lipstick, so I had to cut off the tip, so it was a shorter filter.
Love it.
So I obviously sold it that way. Shorter filter, shorter stem. And then once I sold
Long's quicker.
I sold it for, I think it was like a half cig for like 50 cents or something like that. And immediately it was like, I got to get more cigarettes. So I started finding ashtrays, and then I found a kid, I guess. He's 18 years old.
Talent.
To start supplying me, yeah. I was moving. I was selling to high schoolers. It was not good. I mean, obviously, terrible thing, but if they were going to smoke cigs regardless, I might as well at least get my grape juice.
Yeah.
And then whenever they caught me, it was hell. I mean, I saw the girl get caught. I remember her name. She was at recess, smoking on school property. One of the main rules, don't do that. Teacher comes around the corner.
We have a system here.
We had a system. At least, can we obey the rules a little bit? We're not smoking on the elementary school property. Street's going to get real hot. Flicks that thing up. It lands right back. She was next to a dumpster. She flicks it up into the dumpster. Doesn't go into the dumpster. Lands right next to her. Then obviously, I think Mr. Gregory caught her. Mr. Gregory catches her. Shout out Mr. Gregory. He was a good guy. He was actually a masterpiece of me not getting sent to like jail, juvie, or anything like that. Shout out to Mr. Gregory. Saw her walk in. I watched her walk in. And I was just like.
Knew she was snitching.
Yeah. And I just stood there. Pat McAfee, please come down to the office.
Yep.
Fuck. Here we go. That was a tough walk. That was a bad walk. I thought I was over then. I'd been in some shit, obviously. Not a great kid. But that one, I thought it was over. He was sitting in this room. They took me in the back room. Never been in this room. Whew. I was just going to immediately deny it. And then they brought my backpack in.
So what do we have here?
That feels illegal. That feels illegal.
Entrapment a little bit. Yeah, I didn't have an attorney to
Was
speak
that
to
Dr.
either.
Piscopia?
Yeah, it was Dr. Piscopia. He and I had quite a run, and he became superintendent of this. I mean, it was me and Dr. P did not have a great relationship for good reason, I assume. But my mom went in there and said, like, aren't we kind of impressed with the business acumen of this guy? My mom, very against me normally. My mom is very much we got to keep this guy humble. You know, that was the first time she's ever really gone to bat for me. Thank God. Certainly suspended like 2 weeks or whatever to catch up on all of it. But I stopped moving cigs that day, and I'll tell you what, I don't think I've had a grape juice thing since. They were so good.
The Welch's stock.
Oh my God, that's all I wanted. That's how it started. Those little grape juices. Everybody's having these things. They look so good.
Better than stealing them.
True.
Bingo.
I think Sally probably said that at one point to Dr. Piscopia. Your kid's selling to juniors in high school right now. You need to get him out of here. It's like, well, aren't we kind of impressed? He set up a whole elaborate business. I was pretty proud of me. But what I'm saying is, how are they going to turn down my deal? You can't.
Can't do it.
Impossible.
Unless there's some, hey, you can't be selling a cigarette for 50 cents. Says who? This guy's buying it. Supply demand, motherfucker. I got it. He wants it. That's just kind of what
That's it.
Yeah, they set a max.
They would have to. But that's what I'm saying. That would have to come from some sort of law to empower the committee.
Right.
Committee is going to have to be empowered by legal, I think. Because if not, nope. We're back on the other side. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. See you then.
That's so stupid. That's crazy. Nice. You gotta do that. And also take us off the fucking team. We do not deserve to be on there.
They all commit and love what's going on in that weight room. They all commit and love what Jim Harbaugh's preaching. And everybody in the building's happy. Everybody's like excited to be there.
First row, Mark Pressure, first row. Second row was on here.
It is infectious what they got going on. And how many owners are spending $300 million on a new facility just for a practice facility?
This is Butler Birdies. Wow!
Oh my God! Oh shit! In the bunker.
Great shot.
But then for them to do it upright for the last couple, it's like, look out for the Chargers, dude. Look out for the Chargers.
Coach. Hey, we got a gift for you.
Here we go.
Okay, so we missed your birthday, we missed Christmas. We couldn't
Whoa, look at that.
Your perspective on high fives is one of the greatest things we've ever seen.
So all-time great invention. I love the high five. Yeah, give each other a high five.
Boom!
Bam!
Boom!
Bam!
Boom! Boom!
Oh my God!
Wow! Boom!
So we wanted to make you basically something that you could high five. My dad made this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
He is talented.
Yeah, boom.
Keep that feeling.
Yeah, boom. Yeah, boom, boom. And we tested it. I think you can get a pretty good pop if you need. Yeah.
That is incredible.
Obviously, national champion, Michigan man, and greatest high five.
Yeah.
Because of what you brought for the high five world.
Oh, yeah.
He tried to give a handshake to that particular high five trophy. Did break the hand off. We had to put it back on.
Way to go, handshake.
Oh no! Oh no!
There we go.
We have so much respect for you.
You guys just roll deep. This would be entourage level, wouldn't it?
To be honest, we didn't know we were going to be able to get 11 people in here, and then we pulled up and said, you have 11. That's where it should roll 11. Yeah, always start 11. Yeah, you're right. Little guys. I mean, wow, it looks like a lot of highlights against one particular team.
They played more than one game. Why do they have all these TVs for one game?
Imposing our will.
This sucks.
Party in the backfield.
No one. We mean no one.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey,
What?
let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink.
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this Overreaction Monday, July 21st, 2025. Hour 2 of the program begins now. Sports! Tone comes in hot. That's one half of the hammer. Dahn. Cowboys. The toxic table is here at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Love the shirt. Just giving a little juice to Tatum, letting him know during recovery and rehab, I'm still here for you, bud. I still got your back. You're still the man, even though you're recovering with your Achilles tear.
Yeah, I saw you at the WNBA skills competition with Tyrese, and it made me think about how, damn, these guys are just the beginning of their rehab, and they have so long to go. So, yeah, a little love for Tatum. Yeah. He's still one of the best in the league. People forget about him.
Yeah, Tatum is an absolute dog. Never gets talked about in that fashion ever, even though he's already won and everything like that. I think the Olympics, the way he was treated by Coach Kerr and didn't play much, has certainly added into it all. I hope he keeps all the chips on his shoulder through this Achilles recovery, and we can't wait to see him back. Tatum, we're pulling for you, bud.
Hell yeah, Jason.
Haliburton, we're pulling for you, bud.
Hell yeah, boys. Good luck, boys.
On that note, Tyrese Haliburton will be joining us tomorrow.
What?
Hey!
Yeah, live in studio. I think he...
Should have saved it.
I don't think we've talked to him since it all happened. I don't think he's talked to really anybody since it's all happened. It's been cool to kind of keep up with his entire process here. I can't wait for him to chit-chat about his mindset and who all he's been talking to and how it's all gone. He's been at every single Indiana Fever event, every single WNBA event. If there's an event that he can get to, that he can kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, and coast his way into, he's going. He's looking for it. He's not allowed to leave. He's not allowed to leave.
Yeah.
So his entire rehab and recovery is all happening here in Indianapolis. Did he have massive plans for the offseason, hopefully after winning a title, after dropping 40 in Game 7, after everything like that? Of course. Now, he's at his house.
Yep.
He's doing recovery. He's at his house. He's doing recovery. And then if there's anything happening, anything at all, He would go to the Fisher Freight games if they were happening, and he could roll into that thing because they see him rolling as he's coming in there. He's just trying to break up the monotony of it all, but he's fully focused, locked in. He's got a little bit of a shaggy beard.
Okay,
Wow.
like that.
Oh,
like
no.
that.
Why did you make that
How
face?
bad is his beard?
So he's really becoming part of the.
Scale 1 to 10. How bad is this beard?
Is he starting to look like the memes?
I don't know. I don't know. He is starting to look, which was my exact first thing I said to him.
What memes?
First thing, that's 9-year NFL vet Darius J. Butler, who lives online. He knows what means.
I haven't been on much.
He knows.
His nickname ain't the moment.
It would have to have been during the Knicks series. There was a lot of the memes. But anyways, yes, he does kind of look like that. But it feels like his spirits are high, but he understands that the process sucks. Yeah. You know, like an Achilles recovery sucks. You got to work on all the little muscles in your feet and your calves. You got to build back everything. And then whenever you think you're back, you're probably still 6 months away from being back. It's an entire mental game as much as it is physical. Can't wait to catch up with him tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a chance to catch up on how his dad's doing.
Mm-hmm.
We got to
Pop should pull up too.
Pop should pull up.
It's not a bad idea.
Hey, John, come through, dude. Listen, I had a night with Pop Haliburton.
What?
It was incredible.
And a morning, if you know what I mean.
What?
No, that is actually the complete opposite of who he is. That's why I believe he was so mad because somebody said that he cursed somebody out. Somebody said, I don't know who said that. Giannis said that he cursed them out or something like that. This dude has never sworn a day in his life. Okay, talk shit. Has never sworn.
That's
one of those guys.
Yeah.
Moxie through the roof. I mean, I've obviously witnessed him courtside. I've gotten a chance to chat with him a couple times. Friday night, Gumpy and I go to the skills contest. Congrats to Sabrina.
Congrats.
She wins the three-point shooting contest yet again. Almost beats, or she has in the past, I guess, one other time. But she almost beat Tyrese Haliburton's men's record one more time. 30 is what he got. So he has the men's record, I believe, for the three-point shooting contest. Did we know that about Tyrese? No. Absolutely not. Until we were at the skills contest, we learned that. Sabrina wins again. She just won unconscious for like 3 of the racks. I mean, and I was there for it. I got a chance to witness the entirety of it, and it was spectacular. Their skills contest, about an hour long.
That's nice.
Crazy. Okay.
A lot of skills.
Packed into a short amount of time. You know, if you happen to show up just a little bit late to this thing, you know, because it's downtown, you got to get through traffic. There's a lot of this, a lot of that, you know. Like, you're missing a lot of this. Let's say you were to get there about 8:30. You missed
half the episode.
Shit's almost over.
Yeah.
You got half left.
Let's say you get there about 8:40, you know, because you're thinking, I got at least hour 20 left of this thing. It's in an arena. It's a skills contest. They're going to try to drain every dollar out of this thing.
Well, maybe that's the issue.
That's what I'm saying. That thing was over. 9:15. Quick. I don't think I've ever been in an event that was that, like, kind of
commercial break.
Perfect.
It was. As a viewer, it was nice, quick, in and out. Now, I wonder about families that pay the tickets, get it all the way down there. You're like 10 minutes late. You got an hour show, then you're able to get out of there. Who cares? There was a weekend of stuff. But that could be a problem. But yeah, if you got in there late, imagine you get there like 8:55, 8:50.
You're only there for 10
Missed the whole
minutes.
thing. You see a trophy presentation. That's it.
What's that?
Don't even show up.
Yeah, but if it's a 2-hour event, you're getting there at the perfect time.
Don't be late.
Yeah.
Yeah, simple.
Agreed. I mean, if you got nothing else going on in your life at all, you could get there right on time for every event that happens all the time.
Has any event ever been an hour?
In an arena, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That had open tickets? I don't think so. I was dumbfounded. I'd never been more impressed and flustered at the same time. When it was over, I was like, it's over? They're like, this is over. And I saw everybody getting up and leaving. I'm like,
when's the next event?
I mean, if you got
hour,
Is
15
it only
minutes.
the 3-point contest?
if you got Diplo in the ones and twos,
I heard Diplo was well received.
Diplo, the EDM artist?
Now, to be clear, Diplo did need to pass the aux to the stud buds.
Yep.
I don't know what he was thinking. Stud buds ran Indianapolis. Not everybody. Now, granted, numerous times the stud buds did call for Caitlin Clark to fix things. You know, hey, the bar's closing 3 a.m. Somebody call Caitlin Clark. We need to keep this thing open. Probably stayed open if I had to guess. But the WNBA here in Indianapolis, from we heard, streets were buzzing.
Yeah.
We heard the place was live. And WNBA players are calling it Miami. That's great. If you would like to experience Miami, just much more affordable, come to Indianapolis.
It's the same thing.
That's what WNBA players are saying, not me.
let's
I'm just
try.
telling you what WNBA players are saying. Great weekend here in the city. Congrats to not Caitlin's team for winning.
Correct.
And
Didn't show up for
Yep.
anything either.
I think Kelsey Plum, personally, was trying to shit talk Sabrina.
I hope
believe
so.
she was on Caitlin's team. I believe Sabrina was on Caitlin's team. So I think she basically was shit talking her. I don't think she meant to throw Caitlin Clark under the bus as much. And she did say immediately afterwards, I'm just trying to keep it light here. And it was not taken that way at all.
No.
But a lot of people are saying hey,
come on.
Do you know why you're in the city you're in right now? She don't want to come to a T-shirt meeting. I think we're okay with it.
She wore it.
But I don't think Kelsey was saying that.
She did wear it.
Yeah, they all wore that.
Yeah, Kelsey don't give a damn anyways.
They all wore that shirt.
That's a good point.
How about them coming out on the court?
Oh, yeah.
All wearing it? And then bang, the only conversation about the entire weekend. T-shirts.
There it is.
Let's remember Indianapolis, Miami. That's what they're saying. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, a man who does not live in Miami, Indianapolis, a man who lives in Ohio. He's a college football national champion, Super Bowl champion, Ryder Cup winner. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Hawk.
Yeah.
What's up, Hawker?
Yeah, Diplo was not as well received as I thought he might be in that situation, huh?
My wife knew of people that were trying to get into Diplo's event. So if that means anything, there was maybe a text or two sent, hey, could you potentially hook up to get into Diplo's thing? So we'd like Diplo to know that there was some buzz.
High demand.
There's a demand.
There was some demand in the city for you. I didn't know anybody in the camp, so I can't.
Sure.
I can't. I've seen Diplo. I think I've seen him perform.
He's like a run. The dude's everywhere. He has a running club. Like he has a whole movement behind him.
Sitting right next to us at Mania.
He was
40.
Diplo was next to us.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Which city?
Philly.
Yeah.
Diplo was sitting next to you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Diplo's a mark?
Oh, yeah.
Diplo's kind of the man.
What's Diplo's song, just so I know?
You know that one that's like
So many.
Hey, I'm Diplo.
The one with the one
There it
with
is.
Parker
There it is.
McCollum is Diplo.
Lonely Long?
Lonely Long, yeah.
Okay, that's a banger. Okay, I got it.
That whole album has songs similar to that one. That he's got a few.
I respect
You
it.
heard the one with him and Bieber.
Heartless,
Where
Morgan
are you
Wallen.
now? Where are you now?
Why you gotta be so
That one.
hard?
That's a banger.
Banger? Diplo, it seems like Diplo's name's on it's probably
He's
a banger.
worked
Is the one with Dua Lipa on there?
With the baby?
Yeah.
Yes.
Levitate?
Express yourself.
Is that no?
He does have one with the baby.
Huh. That Diplo needs to come back to town.
Diplo's kind
That
of
Diplo needs to come back to town. All right, let's. WNBA was great. AJ, my take on it all was they're already losing $40 million. Everybody's talked about it. Why not just add an extra $4 million? Give them all $30,000. Now they're up over $100,000. At least that's a respectable amount for a professional league to pay their professional athletes, especially one that has a TV deal. AJ. Now, them losing $40 million in profits, everybody's attacking the players saying, hey, you guys create a product that isn't liked, that doesn't generate capital. It's like, okay, but what are we spending this money on? You know, how can you have $200 million in revenue and then spend $240 million each year and just keep rolling? Like, is there never a who's?
There's a percentage of revenue they're getting too.
That's what it is. They got to fight for percentage, I would imagine. But do we know if there's any other professional sports leagues that are losing as much money? Like, do other sports, like, I don't know, say you do lacrosse.
Yeah.
Allegedly,
Oh, gosh.
Stephen Colbert is losing.
Cool, boy.
We're learning a lot
Yeah.
about a lot of things. So it's an interesting kind of process here because we've been very lucky that we've been forced to just basically only do business with our show. The only way our business has worked is our show has worked is business. We have to make money for the people that we are working for. Like that is how I kind of view it and everything. Now, we've been very lucky to negotiate a lot of deals. Every time, though, I give a road back to how your company profits with us. Now, I don't know how many people are doing that. I assume a lot of agents do that as well. I've never been in there with an agent while that's happening. But that is my negotiating style. Hey, here's how this thing goes in my eyes. Here's your road back to your amount of money and plus. Here's where you can help us. Here's what we think we can bring you. Now, all of that ends, though, with profit, okay? Which is all any of these people care about. Now, granted, if we can make the world a better place, cool. If it's going to have massive success, cool. But if it's going to make the world a better place and have massive success, it's probably going to
turn a profit.
Probably going to profit as well. So for me, from a standpoint, as an athlete who actually does negotiations and has been in there with people and generated some capital, and I think the valuation of the company that I've guided is probably going to come out here in a little bit, and people are going to be like, holy fuck, maybe this guy isn't the dumbest dipshit in the history of sports media. But with that being said, I think WNBA players making the statement that they did, I appreciate their commitment. I appreciate their passion. I appreciate their togetherness, like the collective. Everybody was wearing it. Now, how do you get the road back to make that a profitable company? Now, is that just on the players or is that potentially on all the business people too from the league, that are doing their entire thing. What are we spending money on? Is it the same as what the NFLPA?
Well,
Executive
better not
director?
be.
Age can't have it.
Did we have any idea all of this was going on behind the scenes? Like, did anyone know the magnitude of all of this? Like, everything happening?
So in my head, this is straight out of let's take advantage of dumb professional athletes.
I mean, but we can't. First off, we can't be turning in strip club receipts as business expenses.
Transportation. How'd he get there?
Hey, whoa.
How'd he get there? You think I'm alone in here? Yeah, right. There's another NFLPA exec in here too. Did we talk about the NFLPA in here? Absolutely. We're bettering the NFLPA. This is a meeting, is it not? Mm-hmm. Yeah, certainly. Expense it. Charge the dumbass players. Now, I could see how somebody would want to do that, especially whenever you just have an actual war chest of money. That is what they call it. We got to build up the war chest for whenever the CBA negotiations happen, because these deals aren't negotiating themselves. They up the fees. We need more money to get the war chest because these deals aren't negotiating themselves. When you guys get fined, you need somebody to combat it. We want to hire the best lawyers. You know how we hire the best lawyers? Well, we got to pay them a high per hour rate. How do we get a higher per hour rate? Well, we need more money from you guys. We go from $20,000 from each of you guys, $22,000. $22,000, you guys. That ain't nothing. Don't worry about it. Where's all this money going? For you. That's where this money's going. Don't you worry about it. Everybody before you has joined it, and look at what the union has done for you in the past. Roll a video. Bang. There was rats running around in the locker room.
Oh.
There was E. coli in the water bottles.
Jeez.
And then your union changed the entire NFL and got you guys contracts.
Yeah.
Veteran men's and rookie men's and yada yada. That's because of us. And I'm like, motherfucker, you weren't even alive when that happened. You were handing the baton of this entire thing. And all I've ever seen you do is try to let the world know that you are the head of the NFLPA. Now, DeMaurice Smith had a very difficult job. Very difficult job, DeMaurice Smith, being the head of the NFLPA. I heard his first speech. When were you drafted?
Same. 09.
Rookie Symposium, a week after we were drafted. In Jacksonville, I think?
The Cali?
No, I think it was Jacksonville.
It was San Diego when I went.
I think it was Jacksonville when we won. I think it alternates. I think it was Florida. I'm almost pretty sure. I saw a gator. We were doing a conditioning test thing. I think it was in Florida. He gave a speech, though. This is the first time I'm hearing any union person speak.
Palm Beach Gardens.
Which
Florida.
Is Florida. Okay, where's that at?
Palm Beach,
South Florida.
You know where Palm Beach is. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened down there.
Yeah, didn't you have a house in West Hollywood, AJ?
AJ? West Hollywood?
Not about a house in Florida, actually. No, never have.
Anyways, I went down there. This guy gave a full speech about war. We're going to war with the NFL and yada, yada, yada. And we need this, and gave a bunch of quotes and all this shit. And I'm like, man, I didn't know that's how the best business was done. It's just like, I'm going to punch somebody in the face. And it's like, well, I guess they feel that way as well. Inevitably, lockout happens. They beat us in a negotiation. Jeff Saturday allegedly has to come in, get the deal done. Well, how'd the deal go? Well, it just got done. Owners win yet again. They're going to be in the cities long after the players are. They're going to be billionaires long after these players go broke. They have all the leverage, we lose. It's like, shouldn't we try to just do business with these people? Shouldn't we try to We
need each other. We need each other. Yeah. Absolutely.
And there has to be other avenues to create money other than just your negotiations with the NFL. Well, we have licensing agreements with Fanatics. Oh, how much do the players make? Oh, 30 cents a T-shirt. Oh, great deal. Yeah. That's a fucking great deal. Way to really negotiate that entire thing. Hey, I need your help. I'm getting drug tested the max amount of times every single month for 27 straight months because I think this guy hates me because he thinks I'm lying. Yes, I'm hunting for Bigfoot in Georgia. Yes, I'm hunting for gators in Florida. Yes, I'm hunting for ghosts in Louisiana. I'm tired of this guy testing me everywhere I go. He thinks I'm hiding, but I'm here every single time. Can you guys help me? We'll call you back. 2 years later, I get a call back. You good, bro? No. I just took 230 tests in 27 months. Feels like I was getting targeted a bit, but I want to let you know, I piss clean every single time, and I don't need your help anymore. I have a bad relationship with the NFLPA. Always have. And when they hired this Lloyd Howe guy, I think to myself, this guy's in the middle of a fraud case right now. His previous company was in the middle of the biggest, I think, payout in the history of something, 350-some million. He was the finance guy for this thing that was happening. They're like, yeah, but we liked that. We liked that he was doing that. So it was like, I think the signs were there. I think the signs were there that this potentially was not going to work out well. But is it ever going to work out well? That's kind of my question in the entirety. Because immediate response is, we need this guy that's been in here for 30 years. It's like, I don't think so. I think you need somebody that is never. Yeah. The guy to do it, and it was mentioned this morning, there's one dude for this job. Perfect dude for this job. And I don't think, now granted, this is me lobbying for him, I guess. I'm sure there's other good people out there. But this guy, He's dealt with crisis management before. That was his actual job. He was a former player, actual job at one point, long career. And then he ran a team, was a president of a team. Jay Wright is the right guy for this job, I think, for the NFLPA. Crisis management, ran a team, had to create businesses, had to do his thing. And he was a player at the same time. It's like, feels like he's the right guy for the gig, but I have no idea how much you pay at that job. If I look at DeMaurice Smith, he had 6 different suits at one Super Bowl day that I saw him at. I couldn't even imagine what the next day was and how the whole thing goes. But it's a wild situation with the NFLPA age. Legit, it's a wild situation.
Well, J.C. Treader, too. J.C. Treader resigning. So I played with J.C. for a year in Green Bay. And then the fact that he has to resign because of all of this, I guess I didn't know how I don't know, confusing and how unorganized and how messed up the whole PA was until all this stuff was.
You didn't know that?
I knew the PA was not. I was not a gigantic fan of the PA ever. I never said it was like smoothly run or hey everything's going well. I just didn't know it was this. Like I didn't know it was this much in disarray. I guess.
When did they decide to delay the player performance bonuses? I forget what year that was. We're going to delay these bonuses
to build the war chest, right?
Yeah, we're going to save these, then we're going to delay. We're going to pay you in 2 years or whatever. I was like, where's my money? Yeah. That's a lot of money. Where?
Who's making the interest on that? Who gets that interest?
Who's using this? Who's? Yeah. Oh, we're just keeping it away for you for a later day. It's like, well, I fucking want it today.
Yeah, I need it.
How about that? I'm about to go buy a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
I'm about to go buy a franchise. A Dairy Queen franchise.
Go to Montreal.
And that's what I'm going to do. So it's just, I never saw the business the same way they did, let alone them having their meetings in Hawaii. Remember that? Oh, yeah, we're going in 4 seasons. We're at Oahu. For what? NFLPA meetings, 2 weeks. Who's paying for that? We're making the players better.
That's not silly.
It's like, all right, dude, I can't. I just couldn't. I just all of it. I'm sure there's good people in there. I'm sure there's good people in there. And somebody within the NFLPA had to point that this shit was happening. So that gives me hope that at least there's some people in there. But man, I think a new vision would be a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough job. So
and Tootsie's, by the way.
First of all,
you get it.
It's a great restaurant.
Good food.
Good food. Overnight food.
So, yeah.
You're making like $4 or $5, $6 million. You don't need to turn in a $700 receipt for a car ride, though. We know that.
They were there all night.
It's not a car ride.
Well, you think his family wanted to see those receipts?
Absolutely not.
2 VIP rooms for the
8 hours.
Those were meeting rooms.
Extra creme brulee.
What they have back there? They might have a spread of food like fucking JJ Watt. Did you see that post, JJ?
My God.
Is that his cheat meal? You think he was acting like that?
see it.
You think this was?
Oh, that's why I stayed overnight. Breakfast. I never had it.
Maybe this is in the back. Maybe this is what Lloyd Howe was looking for.
That's a good.
Is he drinking all that liquid and all of the syrup?
Oh, yeah.
He's taking all that down himself?
Call JJ.
Yeah,
Call JJ.
Badlands Booker was actually eating breakfast with him too.
Call JJ.
That's not just for him, right?
It better not.
He was. Is he not?
That's like
that'll play. Here's on, ladies and gentlemen. Joining us now, JJ Watt.
JJ.
What? Looks sweet.
What's happening? Sorry. What's happening?
You tell me, dude. Hey, real quick.
You don't know what breakfast is. That's apparently what's happening.
No, okay.
Oh,
You were kind of alluding. By the way, the hair was great.
Yeah, incredible.
Go back.
I did not expect the hair. Were you alluding that being a cheat meal? What? This was your meal? This is like a Dwayne Johnson type cheat meal type. Just got done with Moana. Now we're doing this type. Is that what you're doing here? Because that's how I took it.
I was alluding to nothing. I was just proud of the breakfast I made for a little family gathering. My dad and I put it together out on the Blackstone. And I was just proud of it. It looked good. No illusions, no nothing. Just, I mean, that French toast down there, that's some cinnamon swirl French toast. I mean, eggs were straight off the griddle. I got a lot of people saying eggs had to be cold. Those eggs were straight off the griddle. Hot, fresh, ready.
Okay, so how many people ate this?
6 adults. 6 adults.
Okay.
3 kids.
That'll do.
All right, that's a great breakfast.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations on making a great breakfast. Because the way I read that was that'll play. As if, you know,
Might
you were.
be, no.
So I apologize.
I mean, 5 slices for myself on the French toast alone.
Oh, no
So
big
it kinda
deal.
was.
No big deal. You made it yourself. You
No
should
big
enjoy it, Chef Watt. Congrats on Espanyol.
Instead, I missed the PA combo. I heard there was a PA combo going on.
Yeah, so that's how we got to your breakfast here, actually. We thought Lloyd Howe potentially in the back down there at Tootsie's got 2 of those spreads. That's where all this money was coming from, especially because he stayed overnight. Little early bird gets the worm down there at Tootsie's. Lloyd Howe says, give me the J.J. Watt cinnamon swirl French toast egg spread down there at Tootsie's. Yeah, the disarray is a bit of an understatement. AJ said he wasn't the biggest fan of the NFLPA throughout his career, but he was surprised about how ridiculous this all is. I think that's probably an accurate way to depict it. How do you feel, Jage?
Yeah, I mean, I have a similar thought. I mean, the PA is an extremely difficult job because you're trying to get the entire National Football League on the same page, fighting towards the same cause. And you have to remember, the hardest part of it all is that it's 3.3 years or less. That's the average NFL career. So most of these guys are in the league for 3 years or less. They do not care about long-term goals of the PA. They don't care about long-term objectives. We want to play, and we want to get paid. And that's how I was as a rookie. I came in during the lockout, and they kept talking about all the big picture things and everything, and I was like, guys, I don't care. I just want to play. My pay, Trent Williams got drafted in the same slot the year before me. Got a lot more money than I did. I didn't care. I was like, put me on the field and let me play. As I went in my career and as I saw how this business works, I started to understand, there is a whole lot you should be fighting for here. And there's a whole lot that we could do if we all banded together and decided to use our leverage. But I understand why we don't, because like I said, I was in that spot. So the number one objective of whoever's going to lead this thing next, which is a near impossible objective, is to get every single player on the same page, understand that you're fighting for percentages of multi-billions and billions of dollars, not for little practice things, not for these little things in the off season and the OTA days. You need to get everybody on the same page and stand together to fight for one massive goal. But it's extremely hard to do because guys just want to be on the field and getting the paychecks, brother.
Team on me. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team. That's what we need, Jage. That's what we need.
1696.
Are you going to lead it? And plus also the bubble probably. Are you going to lead it?
Should.
No, because I said, I literally don't know if somebody can do it because you're fighting against guys' dreams. You're fighting against everything they've worked their whole life for. So you got all these rookies and all these first and second year guys that have dreamt about this moment, and you're trying to get them to stop it. You're trying to get them to say, no, I don't need to play right now. This is a bigger thing. And it's really, really hard to do. You've been to those meetings. You schedule a meeting for Wednesday after practice at the end of a long day, and it's 4 or 5 p.m., and you've been working your ass off. Everybody's bolting out of the building. They're not sitting there listening to the PA guy talk about the 401k plan. Everybody wants gone.
Yeah, I actually didn't sign up for the NFLPA the last 2 years of my career because I didn't want to sit in those meetings. I didn't, because I felt obligated to say something. Everybody's tired. I'm the punter. I don't need to be the one holding up this entire meeting. Everything you said is bullshit. Do you have any questions? I don't. I hate that I'm here. And then I stopped going. So I stopped signing up for it. And I missed out on a Madden check or two. But at the end of the day, I feel like I wanted to be a part of it because it can be special. You talk about how much leverage they have. Think about all the businesses, and I put this in my very long tweet post about it. Think about how many businesses want to do business with the NFL. It's like the Players Association should be operating as an agency for players getting more money. Money, protection, opportunities. That is all we're looking for here for the players. Money, protection, and opportunities. You should be able to act and get deals done, and you should be able to. I don't know. Jason Wright's the right guy for it. All right, Jage, we appreciate you.
Whoa. Hold on.
Big family.
Yeah. Me,
oh boy.
You, Derek, Tej, Omar, Coach T, the Roonies. We did it, brother.
Congratulations!
Wow. How do we feel? Come on. How's Tej feel? How do we feel? Come on. Give it to me.
About the New Jerseys?
Those are.
Did we see those yet?
They're better than the bubble. They're better than the Bumblebees.
Okay, I hate them. Let's go to the next one.
They're from 1933. That's what jerseys looked like.
All right, I hate them. Let's go to the next one. That is cool looking.
How do we feel? We're done. We got it done, huh? We did it. How do we feel? How's Tej feel?
Oh, I'm happy for him, man.
One helmet guy.
He's excited. He's extremely excited. It's a very rare thing in today's NFL, so it's really special. He's earned it. He deserves it, and couldn't be more proud for him.
did you see how jacked he looked? His right arm.
Has he gained weight? He looks huge. He looks very jacked. Has he changed anything, Jage?
I mean, he's in a great spot. I know he feels extremely good. He's been training his
Is
ass
that
off
a
over
thigh?
the years.
What the hell's hanging off his right shoulder?
God, man.
Yeah, he's in a good spot. He's really excited about camp. He's looking forward to being back with the boys. It's going to be great.
Herbig's awesome, man. Just
awesome. Great moxie.
The guy that's with TJ and his
Herbig's great. Underrated. Herbig, very underrated.
I hope Herbig has a massive year so that the world gets to know him a little bit better. He's a dog. TJ, though, looks unbelievable. Unbelievable. Congrats, your entire family. I'm happy to hear that wasn't just a cheat meal for you. That was for the whole group. And congrats on Espanyol. Congrats on Espanyol.
Did he learn to speak it? Or?
On bet poo.
I am. I'm working on my Catalan and Spanish. We got a dual language going on, and I'm not fluent in either, so I'm working hard on both of them. But yeah, we're very excited about Espanyol. It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to make some trips to Barcelona. We obviously are going to make
Barcelona.
We'll do a McAfee Boys tour. We'll do Barcelona and we'll do Burnley, and then we'll swing through the Berg and then back home.
That's actually not that bad.
That sounds pretty sweet.
So we'll call it the B tour. Killer Beast.
Yep.
We'll go through Barcelona, then to Burnley, then to the Berg, and then we'll come back home. You see,
Quad B.
That'd be great. This team sucks. What are we doing? How's this? I never heard of this team. I never heard of this team. Who? Hey, I don't know what "let's go" is in Spanish.
You were the same about Burnley. You were the same about Burnley. Don't worry.
Vamos Espanyol. This is my team now. What league are we in? We're in the Super Duper League over there.
La Liga.
Same as Real.
Same as Real and Barca.
Same as Real. Same as Barca.
Hold on.
For now,
we're here. Aren't we normally? Don't we want to live? Don't we want to do this one and then get to here? And then we're here.
Hey, you just lead CONCAFA. All right, you go to the quarterfinals on a yearly basis and have your trip.
We've gotten better every year.
Make sure you're asking for more money from Man City for that goalie of yours. They just got $1 billion deal from Puma.
Yeah, Puma just gave him all the money. And you're not the first person that Gumpy has told that you need to get more money from Puma. He was telling Tyrese Haliburton that on Friday. Okay. Have you seen this? Holding his phone up. You need to renegotiate with Puma immediately. They got a lot of money. Vamos Espanyol. That's my team in La Liga, I guess.
Is that their catchphrase?
Yes.
Glad
to have you aboard. We'll get some kits over to the boys soon. We got the blue and white in Spain. We got the claret and blue in England.
What's the chant? Vamos. Vamos.
Working on learning it. You
don't even know the chant.
What's their mascots? Is it the Clarets too?
We are the parakeets.
Parakeets
like
that.
Yeah, parakeets.
Okay.
Send you guys in.
What the fuck's a parakeet?
Little bird.
That's a canary, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Same thing.
Don't parakeets teach them to speak?
Like Twitter? That's the parakeet?
Yeah, kind of.
That's just a bird, I think.
You mean like?
Well, it's dead now. It's X, I guess.
We got a beautiful stadium over there. I think we should try and get an NFL game in RCD Stadium.
Why don't you pay? Put together a bid. You're the owner.
Putting that out in the universe. Right now.
Okay, so how many people are in on this? We know Dude was in on Burnley.
Yeah.
Is it the same group buying this one?
Yeah, same group. Alan Pace leads the group. He's doing a great job for us. He's incredible at what he does. He bought Burnley and now has purchased Espanyol, and we got a great organization, great system. It's a lot of fun.
Who's Alan Pace?
He's the head of our group. He does a great job. He runs the day-to-day of everything Burnley and Espanyol.
Yeah, but what
do you do beforehand, though? You don't just fall to the position of buying teams for Tyler and J.J. Watt.
He's a very smart businessman. We
need his ass at the NFLPA. He needs to stop buying up Espanyol. Yeah. We need his ass over there for the players. All right, we appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, J.J. Watt.
Yeah, JJ.
He didn't really compliment TJ's arms much, did he?
Didn't.
Yeah, he didn't like that.
Because I bet you he's probably...
Boy, they're not that big,
and
dude.
He's angling there.
TJ's doubled his career earnings, too. So it's like...
I saw that.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, thank God for the NFLPA.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They did it.
They did it.
Mm-hmm. Why is that guy just like to buy poopy teams in soccer?
Yeah, I don't know. Gumpy, you'd know this better than us. I thought if you buy him like Wrexham did, Rob Mack and boys down there at the bottom, and then it climbs up, it gains value. Then you try to sell that shit off whenever you go up, right? Like that's business plan if you're only looking at it as a business as opposed to a team that you love. Feels like JJ actually like loves Burnley too. Agreed. Like very much so. You can see him get a little heat whenever we start bringing up how Burnley's doing. Feels like he's attached to them. But business-wise, he's bought both of these teams now when they're at the top leagues. That's interesting than what I've ever heard, right? Is that different or no?
I think with where he bought Espanyol, they finished 14th in La Liga. So if you make the Conference League or the Europa League in UEFA now, you'll get so much money. And the way La Liga works, there's only kind of the big dogs. So if you can get into that top 8, you're getting a shitload of money.
Okay, so Alan Pace was like, I got eyes on Espanyol.
Mm-hmm. Could they play? Do they ever play each other? How does this work? I don't get it.
No. Well, they could get in Champions League.
They could.
Yeah, right. If they make it to the very top, they could face each other.
Top 4 in each league, right?
Top 4, and then there's also Europa League and Conference League as well. So if you finish like top 8 in your league, you'll get into one of those tournaments.
And there's a chance Espanyol and Burnley are dancing with each other in the JJ Watt Bowl.
Yeah, if there's
I would say more Espanyol than Burnley, but yes.
Oh, you think Espanyol is ahead of schedule?
Espanyol is a historic team in Spain. They've been around forever.
Well, so is Burnley, right? Burnley's like very old. Is this kind of JJ's thing? Like, hey, here's a good brand, cool brand. Maybe this is the one that we latch our wagon to?
Yeah, Burnley signed Kyle Walker too from Man City. That was a pretty big signing. One of the greatest right backs in England history.
If they do like a top,
they're doing like a Methie type thing with Burnley.
Love that.
Yeah, which I like an MLS type, right? Isn't that kind of how they're doing? They're getting some legends over there.
Yeah,
like older legends coming to Burnley.
Good move.
Okay.
Up the Clarets.
Okay. I like that.
Like Maurice.
I like Maurice.
And the jug that Scottie drinks out. Or I don't know. Scottie probably didn't party last night. He just flew home.
I appreciate it. He put that thing down. He gets it, puts it down, goes and gives his speech. Certainly supposed to hold that while you're giving a speech.
Without a doubt.
That thing's sitting on the table next to him. He's got hands on hips. Yeah. Thank you all so much. Turns out, checks his notes. Yeah, fucking hit everybody. Obviously. This guy's unbelievable. Is he not?
He's a freak. I guess for him, I just wonder what's going through his mind because he is. I look at him like I looked at Tiger when Tiger was rolling. Like, of course he's going to win. Of course the guy doesn't feel any pressure. Of course, like he's going to hit. Like the first hole, like we said, his second shot goes to like 3 feet and he taps it in for birdie to start the whole tournament or the whole final day. Like, I don't know. Like the guy's just not human right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's unconscious, but then he is more human than he's ever been. He's like giving more human answers than we've ever heard before from him, and giving answers that we've never heard before from the top of the top. You know, the way everybody talks about the intensity and everything, the way they view it, and the mindset you have to be great, to conquer all these mountains that you have to conquer every single day to become this damn good in this big of a moment. It's like you got to be a real dog. He is a real dog.
Yeah.
Scottie Scheffler is a psycho. I would like everybody to understand that. Scottie Scheffler, whenever it comes to golf for his entire life, has been a psycho about it.
Had to be
to get to this point.
Yeah.
And the ability to be able to manage that and still be who he is, I think golf is the perfect sport for that type of attitude. Obviously, Tiger was a little bit different. But like how he's been able to do that, even when he was getting arrested at his tournament. Yeah. He's the number one player in the world. It's his tournament that he's showing up at, basically. He's getting arrested. He's like, where are we? Okay. Just like completely cool. As opposed, imagine if that was, I don't want to start saying everybody's names. Imagine Peyton Manning gets arrested driving to a playoff game outside of the stadium. You think Peyton would be cool with everything, how everything would just go? Think about Tiger in the same situation, having that happen to him, what he would be like. Wayne Gretzky, I think maybe coolest GOAT that we've heard in a long time. If he was to get stopped right outside, I think that would affect you a little bit. He just no big deal. I'm a stretch in jail, actually. It's just like, obviously he's a very man full of faith and everything like that. And he says, a lot about the Lord and Jesus Christ and everything, which I respect and appreciate. But here on earth, having to deal with all the adversity that he's having to deal with while leaning on that, nothing but a hats off. We are lucky to be around while this guy is around. Yeah, I don't know how long this lasts. I have no idea how long. Seems like maybe forever.
Hopefully.
He fooled me this weekend. I thought, when he was talking all the deep shit, because you mentioned it, talk about all the greats, Peyton, Tom, Jordan, Tiger Woods, like they weren't speaking on any of this. They just spoke on dominating and killing the opposition. So for him to be having those deep answers going into it, do we have the video?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to it.
It feels like you work your whole life to celebrate winning a tournament for like a few minutes. It only lasts a few minutes, that kind of euphoric feeling. And to win the Byron Nelson Championship at home, I literally worked my entire life to become good at golf, to have an opportunity to win that tournament. and you win it, you celebrate, get to hug my family, my sister's there. It's such an amazing moment. And then it's like, okay, now what are we going to eat for dinner? You know, life goes on.
There's traffic outside. We got to win.
Is it great to be able to win tournaments and to accomplish the things I have in the game of golf? Yeah. I mean, it brings tears to my eyes just to think about, because it's literally worked my entire life to become good at this sport, and to have that kind of sense of accomplishment, I think is a pretty cool feeling. You know, to get to live out your dreams is very special. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not out here to inspire the next generation of golfers. I'm not here to inspire somebody else to be the best player in the world, because what's the point? You know, this is not a fulfilling
Don't do
life. It's fulfilling from the sense of accomplishment, but it's not fulfilling from a sense of like the deepest, you know, places of your heart. You know, there's a lot of people that make it to what they thought was going to fulfill them in life, and then you get there and all of a sudden you get to number one in the world, and then they're like, what's the point? And you know, I really do believe that, because you know, what is the point? You're like, why do I want to win this tournament so bad? That's something that I wrestle with on a daily basis. It's like showing up at the Masters every year. It's like, why do I want to win this golf tournament so badly? Why do I want to win the Open Championship so badly? I don't know, because if I win, it's going to be awesome for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to get to the next week, and it's going to be like, hey, you won 2 majors this year. How important is it for you to win the FedEx Cup playoffs? And it's just like, we're back here again, you know? So we really do. We work so hard for such little moments. And, you know, I'm kind of a sicko. I love putting in the work. I love being able to practice. I love getting out to live out my dreams. But at the end of the day, sometimes I just don't understand the point, you know, because I don't know if I'm making any sense or not, but am I not? It's just one of those deals, you know. I love the challenge. I love being able to play this game for a living. It's one of the greatest joys of my life. But does it fill the deepest, you know, wants and desires of my heart? Absolutely not.
What do you find fulfilling?
I mean, I love playing golf. I love being able to compete. I love living out my dreams. I love being a father. I love being able to take care of my son. I love being able to provide for my family out here playing golf. And, you know, every day when I wake up early to go put in the work, you know, my wife thanks me for going out and working so hard. And when I get home, I try and thank her every day for taking care of our son. It's just, you know, that's why I talk about families being my priority, because it really is. You know, I'm blessed to be able to come out here and play golf, but if my golf ever started affecting my home life, or it ever affected the relationship I have with my wife or with my son, you know, that's going to be the last day that I play out here for a living. You know, this is not the be-all, end-all. This is not the most important thing in my life. And that's why I wrestle with, why is this so important to me? Because, you know, I would much rather be a great father than I would be a great golfer. You know, that at the end of the day, that's what's more important to me. When I sit back at the end of the year and, you know, I kind of try to reflect on things, like having that sense of accomplishment from winning the Masters tournament, from winning the PGA Championship, I have a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation for it. But it's just hard to explain how it just doesn't satisfy, is how I would describe it. It's an unsatisfying venture. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is this is not the place to look for your satisfaction. This is something that's where you can have a great appreciation for, and a great amount of thankfulness for being able to do this. And it's, I mean, like I said, it's literally one of the most fun things that I can do in my entire life. I love being able to come out here and play golf and compete, but at the end of the day, it's just not what satisfies me.
He says all that before winning the Open.
Yeah.
Okay? He says all that before winning the Open, whenever golf is an in-between-the-ears game, more so than any other sport, because of, you know, if you miss by that much, it's a shank. It's a whole different tournament. You got to hit the thing pure every single time to know where you're going. And I am at a much different level than Scottie Scheffler at all things. Being a human, it sounds like, being a father, being a husband. He checked all the boxes in there about how, hey, whenever we prioritize what's important at this stage in life. Now, if you were to ask him at 18, okay, it's vastly different. Now he's generated a lot of capital. He understands what's available. He understands what life is. At this stage of my life, if you were to ask me what's important, it's this and this. Now, this being great is an amazing thing. And there were some people that took it negatively, and that's always going to happen. I think what Scottie Scheffler just said was incredibly profound.
Yeah.
I think it was amazing to hear the insight of what it's like to be one of the greatest of all time at something. And at a much smaller level, whenever I talked to Jim Irsay about retiring, I told him, I was like, I thought, because I didn't really know how to punt when I got drafted to the NFL. So my entire chase was like, I want to become the best in the world at this. I want to figure out how I can become the best at this, the best at this, the best at this. I want to get better for my team every day at work. Bah, 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 bah. Every decision I was making was like, am I going to be a better punter or a worse punter because of this? Can I kick balls further because of this? And then I finally get to the point where I think, I don't want to speak out of pocket here, but I think everybody kind of realized that I became the best in the world at my jobs. I was doing multiple, kicking off, punting, and holding. We almost had 2 perfect seasons. So, like, I think all those things, I got to the point where some would consider me the best in the world at it. And I got up there and I was like, I thought I'd feel different. You know, I feel, still get diarrhea. You know? Still have traffic. My power still goes out at my house. Plumbing's still an issue. I still have all these problems that I thought were just going to disappear if I became great at it. And I was very confused by that. I said that at the gym. I was like, that was a tough thing for me to kind of grasp, because this thing that I was chasing was vastly different whenever I got there than what I thought it was going to be. In Jim, immediately, he had a vape. His vape smoke was going out. He could have been a professional vape blower, I think, with the amount of smoke. He said he was talking to one of the Beatles. I think it was Ringo Starr. He said, I was talking to Ringo, brother, and he said they got all the way up to the top, and they just stayed up there. And at some point, you're at the top of the mountain, you look around, and you go, this view isn't as good as it was. This view is nowhere near what I thought it was going to be whenever I was puking on the way up here, when I was sacrificing my entire life on the way up here, when I was giving up friendships, when I was giving up moments. I get all the way to the top of the mountain because this is what we're trying to get to, and the view is not worth it, just not worth it. So now what do? Well, now you just got to hang out up there and look at something that you almost feel is like a regret because this is what you chose to focus on. And he said, but what the people at the top of the mountain forget is that there was a time when he couldn't see that view. And the view kind of gets lost behind the mountain. And then every once in a while, you see a reset. People kind of get reset. You get dropped back down. And then all of a sudden, it's like, wait a second, that view wasn't that bad. Then you come back. And he said it's very natural in, like, people's lives. So I wonder if that'll happen for Scottie. Inevitably. I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon. Obviously, he's incredible. But inevitably, it feels like whenever you get to the top of the mountain, you're not always going to be able to remain fulfilled. You're not always going to remain satisfied. Everybody has to find something to continue to work for. That's why, like, Nick Saban, whenever he wakes up every day, Bill Belichick every day, that Mamba mentality at Kobe every day, it's unique. It is a very, very unique thing that I think a lot of people from a lot of different fields struggle with. And I think Scottie's in the middle of it, like, I've sacrificed my entire life to be this guy. And it's amazing. And then all of a sudden, Bennett just blew up his diaper. Sure. Okay, we needed some wet wipes here. We need to move on. I'm still a human. I've loved everything he said.
Yeah, it was perfect. And that's why I think a lot of people, find other things like, like even like ayahuasca. So find like, okay, what's the true meaning of this? But like when you have, you have kids and, you reach all those different pinnacles, whether it's drafted, whether it's signing a $100 million deal or doing whatever it is. And then you realize, okay, there are things that are much more fulfilling, but you rarely hear that from a guy that's entering his prime. Like, dude's like 29. Like, you heard, like, Kobe, God rest his soul, like, he was that guy kind of towards the end of his career after he was done. But it's usually when guys are old and washed up and it's kind of behind them, they're looking back. You rarely hear guys speaking like that when they are at the pinnacle. So I love everything about what he's doing, obviously, on the course and then off the course as well. I think it's a great message, not only to athletes, but just to everybody.
I think so, too. And, AJ, you think this is potentially a little mental game he's playing with himself?
I think it's
like, hey, this ain't that important.
Yes,
for sure. I think it's hugely beneficial, especially as a golfer, because I think that frees him up to go out there and play. Because like, what's the worst that can happen? I'd lose this tournament. Cool. I still got my awesome life outside of this. And we know golf. Like, look at the stress that these guys are under every single shot. Like, say you're a dude that's a stud, but you're trying to get your first major or whatever, and you have the lead heading into the last day. You have to sleep on the lead and tee off at 3 p.m. Golf is a sport where you have to be free. You have to feel like you can let it go. And I feel like Scottie, because of his mindset, because of his perspective, it frees him up. He's like, hey man, like, yeah, I work my ass off all day, every day, but I understand this isn't who I am. But yeah, it's awesome. How about I just I'll be the best dad and husband and the best golfer in the world. Let's see how many years I can make that go.
Well, and Jordan Spieth saying he's able to turn it off when he goes home and everything like that. That's rare. Like, this dude's a rare. This is a rare mindset that people at the top have, and it might be a mental game, to minimize golf in his eyes. Like, hey, we already have it all. And the Nike ad was sick. You've already won.
So dope.
But another major is nice, or whatever it is. It's like, it certainly is. That mindset in golf can be a very, weaponizing. That could be a very good one. Knowing that, hey, alternate plans here, go hang out with my kid. That's not a bad little fallback plan. But you talk about the guys trying to make it and how nerve-wracking it all is. There was a stat that came out, obviously we all saw it. I think we posted in the first hour. That's 10 consecutive Sundays he's had to lead going into the day, and he ends up winning. Only 27 more straight to catch Tiger Woods. Now, he's not even 30 years old, so this could happen, right? Tiger had 37 consecutive Sundays where he woke up with the lead and ended up winning. That's unbelievable.
Damn, he was an assassin.
Yeah, that's why that red shirt meant something. You know, when that red shirt showed up, it's like this dude's either catching up, because Saturday was moving day. Okay, so we're either catching up or we're taking the lead. And then Sunday, what are we doing? We're watching this jungle cat prowl this grass and mow down everybody. And it was like he did 37 straight times. Scottie only at 10. Now he's young, so he's going to have to catch up. But it is crazy once you start putting the Tiger records in. It's like, if Scottie's able to do this for another 15 years, okay, there's the chance he can catch him. But that's what golf is. Golf is very much like a 50-year-olds can play professionally. Even 60-year-olds can play professionally. It's a good sport whenever it comes to that.
Yeah, Tiger also had 11 majors at the same age that Scottie is right now. But Tiger, like, when we're talking the men...
What?
11 majors?
Yeah. Tiger had 11 at 28. Yeah. But then he had that decade where... some things happened and he didn't. Like, so Scottie, if Scottie can, in his 30s, just
there's a driver hit the back window of his
got hurt.
SUV.
But Tiger
that glass shattered, hit him in the head from the driver. He was at a driving range, took the driver back like this.
Yeah, got
there's a car, like I did with that TV.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's
something like that.
It was years ago.
But Tiger mentally, like, I feel like Tiger's like, like Kobe, like Jordan, like Tom, like Peyton, like guys that are just
Serena, even he could say.
Yes, wired to be the greatest of all time. I don't feel like Scottie's wired like that, and I feel like him trying to get away from golf is better, because we've seen runs like this with like Spieth and Rory and Brooks, and they won 4 or 5 majors, but then like it did feel like mentally it got to them, and it took Rory 10 more years, and Spieth hasn't won again, and Brooks hasn't won again, but it does feel like if Scottie's able to get away,
I'm going to admit, because of everything you just talked about mentally, when I heard him give that answer, just like
I was out.
Yeah, I said, I don't know if this weekend's the weekend for him.
Yeah.
Feels like he's thinking about too much. And then it turns out, looking back on it, it's like, he's thinking about the right things.
Yeah.
He was thinking about all the right things going in.
I didn't even pick one of my fantasy.
Is he ever going to lose?
No, I think, and like you mentioned it earlier, and it's no bullshit. I think he almost has to frame it that way, because it hasn't been since Tiger where if you see him playing, there's an immediate expectation like, oh, he's going to win. Like, and you don't get that with anybody else. So it's like you start to feel that pressure. It's like, hey, if I'm in the field, like look at you go on any book, like his odds to win are so much better than everyone else's. If he's playing in a tournament, the expectation is he might not go wire to wire, but he is winning this tournament. So like, even if you are as good as he is, like you could see how that would eventually kind of get to you a little bit.
Scottie, we appreciate you. Congrats.
Thanks, good.
Congrats on the Open. Now he's a U.S. Open away from the Grand Slam. We assume that'll come at some point.
Next year.
This weekend, probably.
Yep.
This past weekend, we saw some filthy football. The NFL Flag Championship took place this weekend, and there were some great highlights, D-Butch. Did you see what the boy from the Bills did? Did you see what the boy from the Bills did? Ladies and gentlemen, Brady Von Skiller to Sean Finnegan to win the game. Bobbles the snap. Oh, shit, he's down there somewhere. Yes, he is. Sean Finnegan goes up to catch the Hail Mary. Big win for the Bills squad over there at the NFL Flag Championships. Now, there was another highlight right down the sideline. One-handed grab. How you doing? Keep it moving. This is from Jalen Paguero. Give me that. Fingertip catch. Now, a lot of people are saying the gloves are great nowadays. That's not Jalen's fault.
No.
That is not his fault at all. What a grab, what a snag, what a play. Shout out to Jalen Paguero. And then the highlight of the weekend, this dude is going to be a West Virginia Mountaineer. Bryson Wright. Give me that. Of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Liam Cohen is trying to get him on the actual Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, my God.
What a catch. Unbelievable. Inverted, okay? The right hand invert catch is a filthy catch all by itself. If you're standing there playing catch with somebody and you have gloves on, or if you're able to do it without gloves, the right-handed over-top snag will steal the show, okay? If you do, need a good throw to be able to do it. But if you do that, just playing catch, people will be like, holy shit, what a catch, that's filthy. Because the amount of power you have to have in your hands to beat gravity and the force of it throwing and the dexterity to find the tip of the ball. Yes, I was very good at this one right here because it was holding, that thing's right there. Always looked much better and harder than it actually was once you figure out how to do it. Then to dive over a guy for a touchdown while that thing is being thrown from 50 yards or 20 yards, 30 yards away. That's nasty. That is absolutely filthy. This kid's 16 years old. 15, 16
His
years old.
highlights hit the internet.
This dude is unbelievable. 6'2", what is he?
I saw 6'2", 200 pounds as a sophomore in high school.
15 years old, already holds offers from LSU, Ohio State, Alabama. And I would like to say, shout out to Hayes Fawcett, by the way. He does great work over there on 3. I would like to say, Bryson Wright, congrats on scholarship offer from West Virginia University.
Wow, official?
Yeah, official.
Okay.
I don't know if I could do that. I did not ask Rich Rodriguez if that was cool, Coach Rod, but I would like to say, Bryson, you officially have an offer from West Virginia University, brother. I have no idea what the NIL thing's going to be 4 years from now when you graduate high school, or 2 years from now when you graduate high school. But just know, if you want to come to Morgantown, brother, and do a couple of highs or a couple of those, we'd love to have you. Sophomore in high school. It's
crazy.
How about that Atkinson kid? He's going to play high school right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That Atkinson kid that was here. How about Manny over there in Maryland?
Yeah, bingo.
That offensive lineman.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All these guys that we're watching, and some of them were lucky enough to be a part of their commitments, which is such a cool thing. These dudes are adults, bro. And they're handling business like adults off the field as well. I have massive respect for this next generation of footballers.
I saw he led his football team last year as a freshman in receiving in yards, and one of the guy who was in second was a 5-star who went to, I think, Texas or Ohio State or something like that this year. So
I thought this kid's from Pennsylvania.
Is he?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's a Mass guy. He moved down.
He's from Massachusetts?
Yeah,
No, he is not.
He's a Mass guy. Moved down to Florida, I believe, right after he learned everything.
AJ, think about this as a sophomore in high school. The kid that's on
it's not
defense.
even fair-
Yeah, right.
Not even fair to think this kid's going to be playing against high school kids here in a couple weeks.
I mean, the kid covering him in his route plays left tackle for his local team.
Mandarin in Florida.
3 guys covered him on that particular play. They all passed off. Smart play. You.
That's
Everybody
why-
zone and flag?
I mean, yeah, if this dude's on the field, zone, double T, whatever the hell you can do. But this is unbelievable. When you talked about these, and he's not at this point yet, but these young kids sounding and speaking and carrying themselves like grown-ass men, we all talked about and expected, and everything is blown up about the negative part of the NIL. But every young guy that we've kind of come across, whether it's Ryder Lyons or Atkinson, who's in here, like you're talking to them, you're having a conversation with them, they sound like grown-ass men.
25.
Well, way mature, more mature than I was at 17 or 18 years old. It's unbelievable.
And then you're making plays like that.
That's why the 8th grader scholarship thing, it sounds insane, and then you see some of these kids and what they can do on a football field or on a basketball court, whatever it is, and then it makes sense why these kids get offered 30 scholarships when they're in 8th grade, because they are clearly head and shoulders above.
Shout out to the NFL Flag Championship, too.
Yeah.
There's highlights all over the place. A lot of great football happening, AJ. Did the boys play yet? And daughters play? They had a girls flag tournament as well.
My daughter wants to play, actually. She's big into basketball, but yeah, she's played a little bit back when she was younger. But we know girls flag football is becoming huge, but obviously boys as well. This is what they do. Like, there's high school circuits where you travel around and you have these all-star teams, like you're an AAU team going around playing flag football.
Great for the game. And the girls' high school flag football mission was the Super Bowl commercial that I was lucky to be a part of.
Yeah.
I think it has been commissioned in a lot of states. I think it has been made in official. That's great for the sport. That's great for a lot of these towns. That's great for, obviously, a whole generation of girls growing up, watching. And I don't want to, always make it about Taylor Swift, but, Taylor Swift has welcomed a lot of people into football. Having an opportunity to play football as well at the same time, it's perfect for the sport. And think about what flag football can be. It can be worldwide.
Yeah.
All you need is some flags and a ball. It's in the Olympics already, but you're talking about that can really
on the collegiate level get scholarships.
Yeah.
That'll be a thing.
Absolutely. It's not going to take over tackle football. That's what every old tackle football fan says. That's what Roger Goodell wants the NFL. Different sports. Got to keep those things different. We'll continue digitally. YouTube, ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and TikTok Live. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice might change their life. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Really hit that one fresh out of break there.
Yeah. Big time.
It's been a good summer for us.
Great summer.
Dude, I've seen the tweets and the mentions about you guys used to never take this many days off. We agree. It's been great.
Yeah.
It has been, hasn't it?
Without a doubt.
It's awesome. Oh, my God. We're living.
Yeah.
We're
We really
living.
are.
We're humans right now, AJ. It has
I
been.
saw you hitting bombs on the golf course, actually, training putts, huh? Look at you.
Where was that at?
Brother, I've been golfing a little bit. I played 3 rounds this year. I hadn't played in 2 years, obviously, but even having the capability. Now, 3 rounds. I played 9 holes, I played 13 holes, and I played 18 holes. Walked the 18 holes, though.
Walked 18?
Walked 18.
You played great.
Was given no other option. Interesting little.
Those nice places tend to do that.
No, there was carts.
Oh, really?
The person I was golfing with.
I was in a cart.
The person I was golfing with.
You didn't walk?
No, set up the carts.
What is that about?
The person that I was golfing with set up the carts and was like, you guys can use the carts. An immediate alpha type move.
It was awesome.
And it's like, I'll fucking walk. Are you walking? Is that what I just heard? He goes, yes, I'm walking, but you guys use the cart. I'm like, I'll walk, dude. He goes, you don't have to. I walk out here every day. I'm like, I will walk. So I walked, and I'll tell you what, hole 6, those blisters really started. You know, all those shoes. I had J's on too, so and I've only played 3 rounds in 2 years. These things not really. I started getting blisters on the feet about 6th hole or so. Legs started getting real lactic acidy around like 13, 14. I mean, you're hiking these things.
Oh, yeah. But did you feel one with the course?
I did. And I also played better.
Okay.
And it kept me more locked in.
Okay.
I enjoyed it, actually. I would like to do that every time I golf. And it wasn't that long of a round.
That's the thing.
We
it was
played
only 3 hours.
We played very fast.
It was very, very fast.
That's the best.
It was good, though. It was really, I've been playing pretty good golf, AJ. Pretty good golf. You don't move
Looks
your
like
feet.
it.
I tried to be Scottie Scheffler, but you can't be, I guess.
No.
I just can't be Scottie Scheffler.
Not everyone can, no.
So I've been keeping the feet still, you know? And that's really changed a lot of my game. Literally all I focus on is don't move your feet. Because last time, because I'm all flexible, I'm out here.
Sure.
I'm
digging in.
Yeah. You still coming out of the pocket?
I'm ready to.
Yeah.
What you see is because I've watched.
Are you Kawasan?
Key was solid. So much key was shallow, and I've been watching. I think feel versus real, 2 different things.
Sure.
But I think just osmosisly watching Key with Shallow's techniques, I think it's starting to.
You look like it's Kia Shallow.
Yeah, thank you. This one was pumped.
I'd take you over Kia Shallow any day.
You're playing.
Do not.
He's a good player.
I would
Is
say
he?
that's
Have
a
you
bad
seen him
idea.
play?
I played a hold with him. Yeah.
So you know what? You know what he has that I don't.
A hammer?
Whoa.
Other gimmick? CJ?
What the fuck?
How big is
Unbelievable.
Whoa,
This
we
guy's
talking
unbelievable.
I'm assuming
What are you saying,
Keywood
Bob?
doesn't have a
Shallow's got a hog?
Yeah, I would assume Key was shallow. He could throw it over his shoulder. By the way, this guy hits a golf ball. I understand. I'm not taking any offense. Unbelievable. But with that being said, he does have a hammer. We can tell by the way he operates.
Yeah.
I could tell everything about. There he is with his hammer, actually, and that's small. He's actually pretty comfortable with that.
See his real one.
In his hands. This guy has helped me out immensely just by watching. He should be charging for these videos because that's what I used to do right there. You ever use your hammer like this? Absolutely not. That's not how I swing that thing. Use a hammer like this, he says. Bang. And I get the driver in my hands, and then bang, baby draw. Just like Key was shallow, and gone. See ya.
Into the night sky.
Perfect shot. And the reason why I didn't put the tracker on it is because that green tree line in the back is the perfect background for that ball to fly perfectly out there. He knows the distance of his clubs. You see, I had a lot of that. We're 107 yards out. I got a 54 in here. I got a W in here. I got a 60 degree in here. How the fuck far do these go? No idea. Let's find out on the course with real shots. So we're doing a lot of that.
Do you ear to ear it?
Couple, I thought to myself, hey, Keegan Brown, I've done this 1,000 times, fucking ear to ear, buddy. And then I thought to myself, what does full swing go? I have no idea. Ear to ear swing, I have no clue.
Just got to play more.
Yeah, we don't have. Well, actually, we have had.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's been pretty.
The way you
nice.
played, you should play more.
Yeah, and you should play with the caddy every time.
Yeah, Steve was a dog.
That was my first time ever playing with a caddy. That was awesome. I loved that experience.
Steve was great. Steve was a caddy there. Are we supposed to say the name of the place?
I think you can.
Yeah, you definitely could.
Okay, so we played. Some places you're not supposed to.
No, this isn't.
Yeah, we should.
That's just one place.
That's
it was the nicest golf course I've ever played in my life. We should probably say it.
Riviera. We played at Riviera over there in I think Los Angeles somewhere.
Yeah.
I have no idea where we were. All I know is everywhere is 2-hour drive.
Santa Monica.
I think I put it in the GPS. It's in the Palisades area.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful course.
Yes.
Very, 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 very nice course. Very nice course.
Perfect weather, I assume.
Perfect weather. Great sun. I mean, it was a perfect day, to be honest, out there.
A little wind, transfusions.
It
were
wasn't
great.
busy.
Yeah, it was very nice, dude. It was very nice.
The dog.
And then you're watching Ari Gold play golf.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's a player.
Yeah, that's a big one. Oh, is he? I would assume he's very good.
Very good.
So good.
Okay.
I think par.
At that course. Yes.
Really?
Now, Connor
Probably just never in trouble. Probably never hits any bad shots. I'm guessing.
Exactly.
Just always.
His driver, he has this like really patient swing, is what I'll call it. Just like up, high, and then boom, right through it. 285, right there.
Perfect draw with
Dang,
it.
okay.
Good tempo.
285. Yeah, not a big dude.
Mayor tempo time.
At all. Yeah, tempo is his thing. I think that would kind of be it.
Yes.
And then he gets his iron in his hands. It's like, can't have touch this thing. And then he's 2 up in it. And he's birdie putting basically every hole.
Yes.
And it's just 2 putt. It's unbelievable. Because early wanted to talk shit. He wanted to talk shit to me. He said I didn't know how to put a ball on a tee because there's a breeze that knocked it off. So then I put the ball back on the tee. He goes, you want me to teach you how to put a ball on a fucking tee? I go, I know how to put a ball on a fucking tee. And then I fucking nuked one. Great time to nuke one.
Yep.
That was on the first tee there. So that held him off for a moment, that held him off. Then he started teaching me how to putt, but we wanted to talk shit to him. I wanted to talk shit to him bad. That's all I went out there for. It's like, I would like to talk shit. Couldn't. The motherfucker never. He had 2 bad shots, like a par 3. He like pulled one into the sand. And then put it to like 4 feet.
Good eye.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Couldn't even see him. I don't think his little fucking head was. I couldn't even see him out there. Ball comes out. He was unbelievable. He was unbelievable. And I thought about it while he does all these meetings, I assume, out there.
Oh, yeah.
And he just, because he doesn't really talk shit. He doesn't really talk shit about how he is at golf. He just kind of goes about his stuff.
That's nice.
Just keeps it moving.
These are the good ones.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden you look at it like, what are you? You're one. I'm 1 under through 6. Like, actually, too, this guy isn't even like, no mulligans, just fucking here we go. He
Stress free.
Yeah, casual. On the phone.
Yep.
He's doing Ari Gold shit.
Places like that, they sell dogs at the turn.
It was so good.
Yeah, we did get some dogs.
We did.
Did you see Foxy's dog?
I eat it the exact same way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
learned
know why
something.
there's some big
agree, Foxy.
anti-ketchup narrative going on. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the home of Heinz,
Sure.
the most delightful and delicious thing
57 flavors.
on earth.
Ingredients.
Put it on everything. I heard somebody say
57. Wow.
57 different somethings.
Condiments.
Natural things. Condiments is ketchup. I heard somebody say, I love ketchup. I put it on everything. Eggs, put it on chicken, put it on sandwiches, yada, yada. And then the person said, I would never put it on my hot dog, though, ever. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would you not? Why do they do that? Yeah, what is it? I don't understand why that's such a big deal. Why is that such a big
I think
deal?
people that are foodies claim like, oh, ketchup, oh, you're so basic, you're a loser.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is.
How many
With a hot
views
dog?
on your tweet?
I think it's like 500,000. I grew up as the strictly ketchup like you guys did, but then once I tried the ketchup and mustard,
that's my
I assume that's why, because it is better with both.
Well, you could do one, but you should do ketchup.
But I did see the outrage strictly about the ketchup, which was just
So Connor just put Foxy into the fire.
Yeah.
Puts ketchup only on hot dog, thoughts, and then a beautiful photo of our H&M model right there. Just, did you know what was happening with this picture?
I had no clue what he was doing.
knew. I actually just took this for us because we were having a conversation, and then as soon as I looked at the photo, I was like, I got to.
The world's got to see it.
I'm not lying. I just legit turned around, and then he's like, hold the hot dog up.
How about Connor immediately in his head goes, it's going platinum. That is what he thinks.
So I'd say the number one takeaway that everyone was saying is that it's like what 5-year-olds do. And like I grew up my entire life, I thought the most American thing you could do is put ketchup on a hot dog.
Agreed.
I learned all of this from this tweet. There were so many people calling me a 5-year-old.
It's got to be Chicago people, right?
That's it.
Just hating against Pittsburgh? Is that why you guys want your own thing? Like, we got the hot dog. And then people from Pittsburgh are like, we make it much better. Yeah. And Chicago's like, no,
I think
you
the
don't.
propaganda goes more is we just put mustard and relish. We have a Chicago dog. We don't really call out people for having ketchup on it.
I think it was a lot of Chicago people, probably, if I had to guess, calling out Fox.
For the most part.
Well, that being said, shout out to Chicago people. I got no problem with Chicago people, but I do think like just having an argument that something that makes everything better isn't good on a hot dog just doesn't make any sense to me.
Agreed.
I'm from Pittsburgh, though.
You're an asshole. You put ketchup on your eggs, so that's disgusting.
See, I don't think.
Absolutely.
You do what you want
Ketchup
with your
is
food.
unbelievable on eggs.
Doesn't belong.
Are you serious?
That is terrible.
Dude, you order 6 scrambled eggs with the cheese inside the scrambled. Now, American if available, but some places you go to, they're not going to have American
cheddar.
cheese, which I don't love. Yes, so cheddar is automatically the alternative. And they say, is cheddar okay? You go, do you have American? It's America. And they say, no, we only have cheddar. You go, that'll do, I guess.
about Mott's?
And then they put the cheddar in there. Okay, then that thing comes out, and you just go ahead and you put a big blob of ketchup right there on the side of it.
Yeah, and you dip.
You dip.
It's gross. No, that's good.
I'm a believer ketchup doesn't belong on breakfast food.
Boom.
What about like home style potatoes?
Nope.
Hash browns?
Okay,
You don't do
potatoes,
ketchup
yeah.
on hash browns?
Yes.
And I love ketchup.
You're telling me McDonald's hash brown comes in that little
That
bag.
thing is so good by itself, it doesn't need anything else.
It is.
That's true.
Agreed.
That's
You
true.
can eat it raw if you'd like.
I'm sure I would love it with ketchup, but I've just always had a rule like it doesn't belong at the breakfast table.
Oh, see, I'd like to wake my day up with Heinz. I will put
I
that
get
shit
that.
on it.
I respect
Hot sauce, too. You do hot sauce on eggs?
Oh yeah,
No.
for sure.
I do not.
Hot sauce on eggs
Every
with
time.
ketchup. Ketchup sauce on everything that's available, including the dino nugs that my daughter loves.
If you got some good eggs, they don't need anything. It's like a good steak. Like you don't put,
Well,
A1 sauce on a good steak.
Well, you
It's a
could,
little
though.
different.
Unless
You
you're
could,
a
if you're
6-year-old
Kirk
high.
Herbstreit,
Ketchup on the steak.
Yeah, Kirk Herbstreit will certainly he'll. Excuse me, do you got the
Well, he has to though, because he orders his steaks medium well, if I remember correctly.
yeah, because him and
Well,
the dogs are eating
right.
the same.
Well done.
Eats it with applesauce.
Yeah,
Well,
you're right.
well.
No, yeah, it is well done. Excuse me.
Well.
Yeah.
Hi, me, Peter, Theo, Mitch. We need steak.
We'll all take.
Can we get some A1 too? And also, don't tell the chef, a little ketchup. I'll order fries if I have to. You'll go fries, ketchup?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of course. On the side, I'm the same way.
What about nugs? What about nugs? Do you dip in nugs in ketchup? I hope.
No, nugs.
Dude, ketchup sauce.
My barbecue
Franks.
sauce.
You put a circle of Heinz.
Respect that.
Okay? Circle of Heinz.
Good ketchup noise.
Franks in the middle of that.
Okay.
Dump it. Fill up the volcano. Okay? Then we Heinz on top of it. Then you go ahead and take a little fork, spoon, whatever. Stir it. We whip that thing. Now you got ketchup sauce. Welcome to heaven, brother. Now you got those dino nugs going right down in there, and all of a sudden it's the greatest. That is, I sent an email to Heinz. I think I was in high school. You'd have to ask my dad what year it was. He found the email for me. Told him I got an idea. You guys are good, not great. We can make you great. Ketchup sauce. Sent it. And then like 2 years, 3 years later, they had a fucking full line of, we got green ketchup, we got purple ketchup, we got hot sauce ketchup, we got all this stuff. It's like, of course, they thought of it way ahead of me. I wasn't the first person to ever think of that. But what I'm saying is, I felt like fucking Bobby Flay whenever I started that. And it still holds up. Still holds up.
Still, okay.
You should try it.
I'll try it. Sure.
Mayo and ketchup also.
Oh, fancy sauce? Oh, my God.
Disgusting.
What?
As soon as you say it,
Yeah, that's gross.
Oh, he doesn't like me.
Give it to Caboli.
Shut up, Hawk.
I'm not the target audience. I get it, so I'm not jumping in. But yeah.
Yeah, you don't eat anything, so I don't need to hear it
No,
from you.
I do. I like plain stuff. I like ketchup on hot dogs for sure. Hot dog, ketchup only. Nugs, I'm definitely dipping them in ketchup, but eggs, no. Eggs straight up.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of, I mean, that's tough to argue.
Do you use hot sauce for anything?
I do more now the older I get, I would say.
Wingies?
I'm into hot sauce.
Yeah,
a little more.
What? Yeah, do you do
of
plain?
course.
No, you do plain wings, don't you?
No, I get hot sauce. on
Dry
plain.
rub, you do dry rub. You say, give me a little bit of that local dry.
I'll eat them if they're there. Those are good, but no, I want them, hot, medium to hot.
Well, we had some little lemon pepper fresh out of Wingstop on the flight.
Oh,
Yep.
That was very good.
They were good.
That
and
was
just
very.
dry rub too, right?
Piepos.
I think that one
They
was
were just plain.
Yeah, those are so good.
They were very good, actually. I'm a Frank's guy over all the other hot sauces.
Same.
Tabasco a little bit too watery. I guess every place has their own hot sauce. Give me the Frank's. Give me the Frank's till I die.
Nick always steals the Tachulas or whatever they're called.
Not anymore. But
Who is it?
Cholula.
Cholula. That was started in like a guy's basement, I think, if I do recall.
It's the Mexican one?
All the great ones are.
He's good at it.
Yeah, it was great.
Got
Because
a
that had
good
a
basement, I guess, for brewing that stuff.
that had a good run, I think. Cholula had like
yeah.
a really good run. That was during Fireball Whiskey run too,
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
if I think.
Yeah.
If I'm
Yeah.
recalling at the same time. I think I met
Mr. Cholula?
and Fireball.
Mr. Fireball.
Mr. Ball.
They were together.
I think so. If my memory
What an
serves
event.
me
Might
right.
be the same person.
I think so. Was it Cholula whiskey? I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, ketchup deserves and belongs on a goddamn hot dog.
Thank you.
And I
You
don't
like relish, Pat? You like relish on a hot dog?
I'll do it.
Was that
See, I'm
just
not a relish guy at all. I
Grind it
think you're the into relish or you're not.
I'm not into relish.
I hate relish.
Yeah, but I would do it if said.
Okay.
You gotta remember, I went to Plum Community Days. Okay, where there's a hot dog guy who was an artist. This guy was an artist. I helped him set up his fucking rig every single year. No questions asked. He was great. Tip, tap, tip, tip, tip.
See St. John's too. He goes. St.
What about a
John's, too?
hamburger though?
Yeah,
You
he
put
cornered
ketchup
the
on a
plum
hamburger, right?
Yeah.
Or cheeseburger. I hope you put ketchup on a cheeseburger.
Ketchup, mustard.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
What
just
are we
said
even
he puts
talking-
ketchup on
I don't know.
everything. What do you mean?
Do you
I'm
even
just
have
saying what
burgers
you got.
anymore? You just have little thin steaks with cheese on top of it. That's what you have. You don't even have a burger anymore. You don't.
Oh no, I love a cheeseburger by putting ketchup on it, no question.
Are you putting that in
All
a
day.
wrap? Or are you putting it in a lettuce wrap? What are you doing?
I'll either eat it on a bun or I'll get like 4 hamburgers and just put ketchup all over all of them and eat them with a fork.
Oh, like a meatloaf.
Yeah.
That is like
Yeah,
a
meatloaf.
Like
I'm
a
not touching
slab
meatloaf.
of
That's
pancakes.
disgusting.
Well, ketchup on meatloaf, by the way. That's a whole nother.
Yes,
That's actually
sir.
one of the main ingredients of
Yeah.
meatloaf. You said you're not touching meatloaf?
Meatloaf, I will not touch. And don't worry, I'm sure you're going to tell me, oh, my mom or my aunt is the best ever. Well, congrats. I don't want.
My mom didn't start cooking until recently.
Is it
so
meatloaf?
is
Is a
gross.
cheeseburger in shape of a loaf?
It's literally what it
No,
is. With ketchup.
No, it's a bunch of weird, nasty stuff in there. It's just the consistency
you
is
mean?
nasty. Yeah.
Yeah, never been a meatloaf guy.
Yeah.
Ever.
So,
If it's
My whole
cooked
life.
right, it's good.
No,
It's
it's
got to
not,
be
Gump.
cooked right.
I've only had it
I'm
once.
with you, Gumps. Well said.
Everyone takes so much pride in their own meatloaf. No, you got to try my meatloaf. Well, I don't. People
Like
tell
I
me that for
said,
41
if
years.
it's cooked right, it's good.
Well,
Good.
It's
Cooked
not.
right. Turds cooked right don't taste good. Buddy.
Meatloaf is not a turd, bub.
Similar.
It's
Might
meat.
as well be.
It's all your
I mean,
favorite
put it
things.
side
It's
by
ground
side.
beef,
How about this, AJ? Go ahead, please.
ground beef, egg, onion, milk, and seasonings like salt and pepper.
Milk. You got milk in there?
Okay, I'm out now. I didn't know milk was in there. Count me out on meatloaf. I had no idea.
don't like
and you
milk?
smother it in gravy.
I just smother it in ketchup every time. I love
like
this.
milk?
Tastes so good.
Love ketchup
Just the
with
thought of milk and meat. I don't want to do it.
Sure.
Sloppy
want-
Joe's?
I want to-
Sloppy Joe. I used to
Sloppy
love that.
Joe's.
Love sloppy
Fire.
joes.
Love sloppy.
Loves. You know, I watched a guy order a bucket of mashed potatoes for dinner at a like a 5-star steakhouse
Sounds
the other night,
delicious.
Friday night.
They loaded?
Just
Butter?
a bucket of potatoes. That's it. Nothing else. Potatoes. Serving spoon as his utensil. That's real. This is in a really nice. It was it's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Thought the waiter forgot something, held up eating. Then I watched person take serving spoon and fucking dive right into that thing and start mixing it up. And is that your meal?
I'd have a beer with that guy.
This is my meal.
Is there any chives on there?
Had sour cream. Asked
Okay.
somebody else to take it off. Didn't wanna-
sure.
Had somebody else take it off. Great move. Great move. You want some sour cream?
How much sour cream?
It was
It's so much.
Big dog.
Baseball.
It was like one scoop, pretty much. It was a bucket, so you got to have it in proportion. So it was a
Exactly.
fucking scoop of sour cream on top of that. He wants to. Yeah, why don't you take some? Hand it over. Take off the sour cream. Bring it back. Serving spoon in the mouth. This is your meal. Don't you worry about my food, Pat. Well, I am a little bit. Is the whole table eating from this, or just you? This is my meal. Stop talking about my food. You know, that man was John Haliburton. That was Tyrese. That was Tyrese Haliburton's dad. He is the most electrifying human I have ever encountered. I've never got a chance to hang out with him. I got to hang out with him at the WNBA contest night. Hour, 15-minute show. Did not expect that. So we still had some time. We go get dinner across the street at Prime. Shout to Prime, setting us up in this like back room area. More so, set up Tyrese for sure, especially for him to roll in there. But that's kind of his place. And I sat right next to John Haliburton, and I laughed for 2 hours straight. I mean, yeah, you can definitely. Here's me and him. He is the man. I cannot. They need to apologize to this man.
Now.
They need, instead of kicking him out, you know they have me on the microphone some of these games?
Mm-hmm.
The NBA should have him on a microphone full-time, whole game. He should be mic'd up for every single.
On ESPN.
This guy's fucking unbelievable. That's his, can we zoom in on that photo? That's just a tub of mashed potatoes. Nothing else. That's his
That is
meal.
a big old spoon. Yeah, you can see that's a serving spoon. too.
Serving spoon, yeah. So I asked the waiter, I go, can you clarify something? Why did you put a serving spoon? He goes, don't stop asking this man, this guy, John, as I'm doing this. Why'd you give him a serving spoon? Why'd you do that? And he goes, well, I thought obviously it was for the whole table. Of course you did. Everybody thought that. Even the guy that was bringing food, he said, don't you worry about what I'm not worried about what you're eating. I'm like, I'm eating chicken parmesan. This is standard meat. This guy is the greatest. I'm so thankful I got to sit next to him. Weapon, dude. Weapon. Got a chance to chat more about the entire situation that happened.
Of course.
Obviously, wasn't thrilled about how it all went. Doesn't love that that's the attention towards Tyrese. But he does have a side, you know? Sure. Definitely has his side of things on everything. I love him. They need him. They need John next year to maybe dress for the Pacers.
That's not a bad idea.
Maybe.
At least warm up like Romo did that one game. Do that.
Hit a couple of these.
Yeah.
Doesn't swear, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, never has, none of it. Has the confidence of a, 25-year-old prize fighter.
Okay.
Yeah, he ran up on Giannis. I say.
He did not. If he was to explain
just standing there.
the story, he didn't even know. He was just in his zone. He was in his zone.
Sure.
Giannis happened to be there. Then there was a whole situation. Everybody. He's the man. Tyrese will be in here tomorrow. Hopefully, John will stop.
Pump for that.
Yeah.
Please.
Mr. Haliburton, if you're coming by, we will have a fucking bathtub of mashed potatoes. Leave that man alone, Pat. John told me about a couple things.
Yeah. And he's right.
He is right.
I said, John, I'm going to murder this guy. This guy deserves to get murdered. Leave that man alone, Pat. Thank you, John. I needed to hear that, actually.
Well said.
That is very, very good. I am proud of me. Obviously, I tweeted it publicly because I just wanted it to be out there. Like, hey, there was another war that was averted.
Yeah.
Was that a word?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just want to let people know, hey, this is growth.
I don't know if it would have been a war.
Evolving. Yeah.
There would have been people on his. I mean, it's just
More of
I'm dropping into a.
It's kind of more of like a public execution, though.
Bug windshield.
The boys did see everything I was going to say about who I was going to say. And it was some of my finer work. Not my greatest. I have some emails that are better. But these, I just.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Thank you. I felt pretty good about it. Yeah, I had time. Baby girl was sleeping. I was home alone. Wife was out of town. Just kind of hanging there. It was from some time ago. And I look at it, I didn't know this happened. Send it in the group. What's this? What's this? What is this all about? Get some intel. Is that right? Let me go ahead and see if this is who I fucking think it is. Yep, that guy's messaged me a lot, asking for a lot. It can't be that guy. Let me go back. Same guy.
Sure is.
Interesting. Let me learn about this guy. He doesn't think I have time. 45 minutes deep dive into this guy's life. This guy has no idea how much I know about him. Can't wait to run into him. And it's like, yeah, all right. You said your piece. Now, I believe I should probably stick up for myself. Yeah. Had an X version. Had an Instagram stories version. Had an Instagram post version. Okay? Really put some time into this.
Threads?
I don't do the threads.
It's automatic.
600 million posts.
Yeah, I was going to say everybody is.
Yeah, people are saying I saw a post saying Threads has more active users than X.
Yeah, 2 billion.
Wow.
Booming.
Trillion, actually.
Excuse me.
That doesn't feel real, does it? I saw Dana holding a microphone that said Threads. That might have been a part of his deal with Zuck. So maybe Threads is becoming. Didn't have a Threads. Was going to make a TikTok. Was going to record a video. Have a talk. Kind of piece it together. And I didn't. I said, you know what? Today's not the day. Send them all to drafts.
Boom.
Boom, 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 boom. I put my phone down. Said people are allowed to feel the way they feel. Then I walked a little bit further. I said, I'm allowed to feel how I fucking want to. No. It's a good summer. We're having a blast.
Boom.
Yeah.
Shout to the MLB.
Blast. Shout out.
Shout to the ESPYs.
Shout out.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
Man,
Did we have more fun than anybody else at the ESPYs?
Certainly.
Yes, great time. But
During the
in
beginning.
Atlanta, MLB, like my favorite part, and I forgot about this, was Ty. Not forgetting about the kids.
Yeah.
Like, heading to the field, Ty. That point back, coming back, signing autographs for, who knows how long. I mean, good on you, man. First All-Star, congratulations.
Well, we're just trying to grow it for the next generation.
Grow the game.
You know what I mean? Who am I to be? I was obviously trying to take everything in myself, my first All-Star experience, but I thought how special, for one of these kids, who's been waiting all day.
That video is so far back in my library. I'm trying to scroll back and find it right now because we've done
those kids
so much since then.
That was me. And I said, you know what? I ain't gonna leave these kids standing here.
I'm walking behind Ty as he's about to make his way onto the field for the first time, dressed in his full regalia. And I just wanted to get him jogging on the field because I knew he was probably going to skip up over top of the chalk and everything. And instead, what I caught was just absolute magic.
True moment in time.
True MLB magic. I just texted it to you, Zito, so you can pull this up.
Kids will never forget it.
Ever. They talk about, a lot of people say, like, I remember Mickey Mantle stopped and said hello. Ken Griffey Jr. stopped and inspired me to become a professional athlete and treat people the right way. Well, Ty, you're kind of becoming that guy maybe for an entire legion of baseball fans with how you acted as an MLB All-Star. And I know that there was some blowback by the baseball purists for us.
Sure.
I think this video right here will kind of put it all at ease. We're trying to get back to the game. How about you, kid?
Come on, get over here.
Come here, I'll sign the ball, I guess. Mr. Schmidt, Mr. Schmidt.
Yeah.
Mr. Schmidt.
Go Yankees.
Mr. Schmidt. That's all they kept saying. Mr. Schmidt.
A lot of that.
I saw one of those things hit eBay. $8,000 for a signed tie.
So I tell you what, a couple of those, when I was signing them, I saw some of the other signatures on there. I was like, oh, God damn.
Show me.
I really fucking shouldn't. But hey, guess what? I'm going to play the part. They think I'm an all-star. I'm going to do it.
Hey, now.
Yeah, exactly.
Signed the baseball.
Yep.
Go. Play. Which we did, didn't we?
We did.
Then they saw us out on the field, those kids. What?
Yeah, what are these guys doing?
No, they wouldn't have asked if they didn't want it.
Yeah.
They didn't know who he was. We were
That's
coming
their
out
fault.
right from the clubhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a setup for those kids. They had no hope.
No, without a doubt.
You had the hat on, the whole thing.
Yep.
They might have thought maybe you were a manager.
AL Clubhouse, was the music still blaring in there?
Did the AL win or lose?
They lost.
They lost the swing off.
Shore Bowl.
Oh, yeah, because we talked we need this swing off.
Yeah.
Okay, my take. If it goes more than one extra inning,
Okay.
swing off.
Then swing
Okay.
up.
I like that.
Have a 10th inning
Okay.
of baseball.
Gives the purists what they want.
Then let's go to the swing off. And I think we only do 2. I don't think we do 3 guys. I think it's 2 guys. One of them hits 3 times. One of them hits 2 times. Best of 5.
Well, not one guy.
I like one swing. I think that would be
Sudden
sweet.
death?
Because both guys you would
Could
assume
hit.
could hit or both most likely miss. So then it's like, okay, we
Another
know.
round.
Yeah, we know we're making it to
Same
the
guy like Olympics with
Same
TJ
guy.
Oshie?
Bingo, yeah, like it's swing for swing.
Or do you have to go to a next batter?
New
You have to
guy.
line up who the batter is like soccer.
No, just one.
Regular
just
season,
one batter.
Regular season hockey is how. One swing, 3 guys.
One swing per guy. That's what you think.
3 guys.
I think one guy, one swing. Let's fucking see.
Yeah, but
what
then it's
happens.
over before it even.
And you run into the potential of it being so anticlimactic if you do that.
Yeah, it could be over so quick.
But I mean,
We want a best of 3, best of 5.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I suppose personally, I think no matter what, if they make the change, they'll do like just exactly what the NHL does, which is once it gets to the playoffs, the most meaningful stuff, they'll get rid of it and they'll just do extras no matter what.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not doing that in the playoffs.
So
World Series.
Yeah.
Game 7.
Swing off.
Shohei versus Judge.
That'd be sick, but that is never going to happen.
Well, that'd be the Astros. The first time ever.
Yeah, you're right.
Dong off champ.
I wouldn't want that in the playoffs.
In the playoffs,
Regular
no.
season for sure.
I think the one swing would be
Just
cool
like hockey
because
does in the playoffs.
I mean they don't care about the climactic.
It would be so sick, though, to watch best of 3. We would all watch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I think we would all watch.
Text would come into the group, say, hey, so-and-so's in a swing off right now.
Yeah, dong off happening.
Dong off.
We would
right
all
now.
see the highlight
For sure.
We would watch. We would talk about the clip the next day.
for 1,000%. The clip would be massive.
Just as somebody that's new to baseball, becoming a fan of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are already making changes in the rules, anyways.
Yeah.
I'm getting all the Sox games. I'm going to get into it.
Like 13 innings. Is that good? Is that fun?
No.
No, I mean that is like that's why they put guys on second base now to start extras because they don't
Already
want,
a gimmick.
Yeah,
You
they
can still
don't
play
want
safety,
games.
too.
You guys are already doing gimmicks. You're already you guys put the fucking person on second base, ghost runner on second.
Which sucks.
Okay.
It does. It's yeah.
So you're already doing gimmicks. If we're gonna do gimmicks, let's do fun gimmicks.
Here's a better one.
Boom, bang, and a pow. Have 1 inning, extra inning. Do your thing. Do the baseball.
Good luck.
Hope somebody wins.
Go score.
But then best of 3, 1 swing per each, I think is the right play.
I like it.
Maybe 2 innings.
Gumps. You
I'm just
sleep
saying-
2 hours a night.
I'm
Baseball
just saying,
purists.
though, as like purists, I think if you said 2 innings, they take the bait on 2.
Listen,
if
I'll
you go
negotiate.
1, I think they'd still be pissed off.
Okay, 4 outs, 1 inning.
I like
That's
that.
not bad. I don't mind
I
that.
like that a lot.
That's good. That's a win.
Okay? 4 You guys already doing the gimmick. You got the ghost man on second already.
Purists can't be pissed about 4 outs in one.
No way. We gave him more than it is.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
How about pitcher has to throw alternate hand?
Yeah.
Or a pitcher is not allowed to throw any breaking balls.
Yeah.
Got to be all
Fastball.
fast.
Fastballs right down the middle.
Fastball. Does the other person have to throw? No.
No more strike zone.
You know what? Forget the pitcher. Put it on a tee. Let him swing away.
Would guys hit dongs off tees?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fair question.
Yeah.
The speed coming in.
I was gonna-
I thought he was going to say no.
Dude, if you put a fucking ball on a tee at home plate, Judge would hit it 9,000 feet.
Judge, but
That's our guy.
Most
He wears a size 15
he
fucking
does.
shoe.
Most guys would.
Okay.
Most guys would be able to take it out.
Yeah.
Very far.
I would assume so. Yes. Hitting a ball off a tee. These guys do so much tee work. So much tee work.
So that's a dumb question.
Yeah, I mean, certainly
For a
you know,
non-baseball person, not a dumb question.
I assume they needed
Need the speed,
boom,
need the velocity, yeah.
bang, and then the BP they're still throwing. They're not. Do adults hit off a tee?
They do in practice all the time.
In the majors, yeah.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know.
Big
I didn't know that.
deal.
I've never seen it. We need to start doing that for next year.
Yeah.
We need to start
Yeah.
getting on the goddamn tee.
We need to bring it.
We need to start throwing some fucking see if they can do it.
See if they can do it.
All right, boys. Who can do it? Right before the home run derby starts. Boys, take a second to see if you can hit a dong off of this goddamn tee.
The tee derby.
Yeah, we're trying to find out. Those dudes were sweet over there.
Yeah.
Yankees have a game tonight?
Yes.
What's up, Yankees?
Big one.
In Toronto.
Good to see you, dudes.
Well, who knows? Because they're in Toronto, so they might be watching on Sportsnet today and not ESPN.
No, they watch on YouTube.
Probably right.
I believe. So you can catch the naughty language.
Show plays on TSN in Canada.
Oh,
as well.
does it?
Does it?
The sports network, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I believe ESPN owns them.
They do not.
No?
Who owns the...
Rogers?
Who gave permission for
negotiated the
that?
Hold on. I have a question. Still to this day right now?
I'm pretty sure a lot of people watch on TSN back home.
Can't wait to meet you people at TSN.
Well, no wonder the Canada stuff got so loud after.
Geez, they know I exist up there.
Yeah.
Golly.
Get shoved down their throats the next day.
Oh, great. We got to listen to the fucking asshole. Hey, buddy, the fucking American asshole's on TV again. Jesus Christ. You think there was a chance old retired Trudeau was watching our show the next day? I got to say something.
Could be.
Nah, he's watching other stuff.
Well, now he's retired. Speaking of retired, Washington football team name was retired. Will the Commanders be just another, oh, you remember when? Your president, AJ, made a statement about the Washington whatevers. How do you feel?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, I don't know. Have we ever seen a president before dip his toe into the NFL waters on what a team should be named?
Yes, and the reason why we know that is because there is a pre-presidential Donald Trump tweet saying, shouldn't do that. President shouldn't be doing that because President Obama at the time was, I believe, talking about the name of the Washington football team. So, there has been a little bit of dancing, I guess. And this is a wild thing, especially if the stadium stuff gets held up. You know, and obviously, the art of the deal. President Trump is a deal maker. That's kind of his entire thing. Everybody say, well, he got a rich dad. It's like, okay, a lot of people have rich dads.
You're fired.
A lot of people have rich dads. He's been able to make deals, I think, throughout his entire life. It's kind of his thing. Now, do all of them withstand or whatever it is? I don't know. I think not. I think there's some deals that happen and don't happen. And then I think that causes a lot of problems. I think some people get real happy, some people get real mad. And then they just kind of go like this, and that's politics.
Yeah.
I think.
That's how it works.
But I think he can probably withhold fund. I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs of being a president.
He won't.
All right. D-Buck says he won't.
Politics, just yapping.
Plus, I think a president.
That's on Truth Social. Truth.
Are you on there?
I do not have an account over there.
That's where you sent me the link from.
You're probably battling with Threads, I would assume.
Well, 600 million active users on Threads. You know, Facebook's become interesting because I'll post on Instagram, or we'll post on Instagram, and then post on my Facebook that I don't have a login for over there. And then my mom will tell me she saw me on Facebook, and I'm like, what did you see, Mom? She's like, your post is on Facebook. And I'm like, holy fuck, it is over there.
Threads too.
Really?
I get
only
duped in the Threads.
Only posts on Instagram go to Threads.
Only posts go to
Not
Threads.
Reels.
Reels go to Facebook.
Yeah.
What? And my mom saw something we
Crazy
posted on
life.
Instagram on Facebook, and I'm like, Mom, I think somebody's ripping my shit. You know, you should continue to tell me about that. She goes, is this your account? I haven't been in there in years.
Oh my God.
Holy fuck. Zuck figured out my password and connected us? How's that whole thing go? So then you got to go into what email I had, That goes back to my West Virginia email, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's like possible.
Thing's been deactivated for 15 years.
Oh, my God. What alternate email could it have been?
It's crazy.
And then at the time, what was my favorite drink?
Yeah.
What was I? At the time, that might have been a rum and coke, though.
Incredible Hulk.
I'll tell you what, that one really put some people to bed. Hypnotic and Hennessy, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'll take the Incredible Hulk. Are you sure? Always followed up there. Yeah, well, got to make that thing green thing. The color of the Hypnotic, how do they do that?
Interesting color.
Bright dye.
Turquoise.
Yeah, but it's really bright. Like, really bright. Looks so cool.
Some sort of ooze.
What is that up there?
Probably is some sort of ooze.
What is that nectar up there that is glowing up there? Well, we can actually put this together with Hennessy and really fuck up your whole night.
Done.
Do it.
Give me that one. What was the other one? The 4 shots?
The 4 horsemen?
4 horsemen.
Yeah. That was terrible.
Jack, Jose,
That's
Jim.
and
That's when you knew you walked
Johnny.
into enemy territory.
Johnny Walker.
You know? You walked in there. Somebody goes, hey, Pat, good to see you. Let me buy you some stuff. Send you down there. It's like, oh, this place hates me. Got it. You guys trying to make me
I went to a place that had a wheel. You just spun it. And that was one of the options. And if it happened, it just happened.
Yeah, but there are some other good options on there.
There was a couple good ones. There was a couple real bad ones.
Those days were crazy. This generation has no idea what it used to be like.
You're right.
The cameras on the phones, I think, change everything. Everybody's kind of a little bit more docile. Used to be fucking wild world out there.
They do other ridiculous.
Still is a wild world. Let's not get it twisted. You can get punched in the face, shot, all that stuff. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm just talking about, like, going out. That just changed immediately.
Yeah, but they do other like the Galaxy gas, all that shit. Like they have a whole.
What's that, nitrous?
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
It's like computer duster or some shit, isn't it?
It's insane.
It's their form of nitrous?
It's not
I
that
think
bad.
so.
Yeah, we had that too.
Yeah, we had that.
It's fine.
That's like a 30-second thing you should not be killing brain cells with.
Yeah, you guys had it, but you didn't have a phone that added like do the most ever, and we'll get it on camera and post it. It'll be cool.
If it means anything, I was trying every time to break every record.
I don't know. You seen
Shouldn't
Steve-O clinking around on the?
What's that?
You ever see the video of Steve-O clinking around?
Yeah, Steve-O.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. Like with the Steve-O era, you're going and you're buying a specific camera, video recorder. Now it's more so like, hey, everyone's got one. So if you think you can do something absurd, let's film it and see.
And you can make a business out of it.
Yeah.
And you can get a good business out of it. You can become a millionaire like this.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have survived.
Yeah, and you can die.
Yeah, that's the part I think would have got me. Because those Incredible Hulks, I mean, can you chug 4 of these?
Yeah.
Can you chug 4 of these in a minute or whatever? It's like, we're going to try.
Yeah.
We're going to try this entire thing.
Good nights.
Oh, yeah, and terrible mornings.
Bad ones.
Yeah. You ever drink Strong Islands? We used to get pictures of Strong Islands.
Oh, yeah.
Love.
Ooh, there's a lot that goes into those. You feel really good the next day after you chug those.
Yeah, and why do they taste so good? They're always like, this one's got 10 shots in it. It's like,
Hold on, wait.
where?
What's the straw?
I think it's because we were
What's the extra
young.
ingredient?
I don't know.
I didn't know the straw.
Just more booze. Long Island, just more booze.
It's- yeah.
Super heavy.
They got like 8, 9 shots in those.
Oh yeah,
Allegedly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Of different alcohols.
Yeah, it's mixing everything.
Yeah.
A little whiskey, a little this, a little that.
I don't
Tequila,
Long
I don't know.
gin.
When's the last time you heard someone order a Long Island? Yeah, give me a Long Island
I
iced
had
tea.
one 2 weeks ago. They do not taste the same. I feel like that was just a young.
Is it top shelf? We're at the age now. You need the top shelf.
I don't know. It was just on the menu.
Do they have top shelf Long Islands?
Yeah.
Never been.
Yeah, they got Svedka in them.
The only places, I was about to say, the only places I've ever been, they're making these Long Islands.
Yeah, exactly.
You hit it with the gun.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know.
Oh, what else we got back there?
Yeah, well, no, put that back. Yep, here you go. You won't taste it. It's fucking in the middle of that. Here you go, thank you. That'll be $10. What the fuck did I pay for it? You just
Everything.
hold all this shit out. What do you think it is?
You're gonna love it.
There's Mario Shot Wheel down there in Pittsburgh,
the one I was-
Pennsylvania.
Referring to.
You can get a black and gold shot. You can get a kamikaze. It'll get you a Vegas bomb. Will get you going. White gummy bear. Hey, how you doing? 3 wise men. Good night and puke.
That's the one I was.
There's a Jaeger. There's an O-bomb. Love the O-bombs. The O-bombs get you going. Tequila, green tea, pineapple, royal flush, lemon head. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yep.
That one tastes like shit. I would assume.
Yep. Very sweet.
An O-bomb.
What's the O?
Just tequila.
O-bomb is just tequila?
No, there's the 2 o'clock.
Are you just hoping for a green tea? That's just the easy way.
Well, it depends on who you are.
Back in the day, we were
Truly.
definitely hoping for Vegas bombs.
If you're spinning this, you're not hoping for a green tea.
Yeah,
Or a
green
good
tea's-
time.
What's that?
or a good time. You were looking to end up under a dumpster. if you're ending up at this slot wheel, yeah, okay.
We did it every weekend.
This thing is free,
First stop, yeah.
You get a free shot on this thing. Yeah, that's awesome. Days, a crazy world back in the day. Good times.
The eye is taped on.
Yeah,
it's been around.
Missing it. Incredible.
On that wheel, me, Tone, Nick, we've had our hands on that wheel. Let's talk about the throwback uniforms for the Pittsburgh Steelers. My immediate thought upon seeing them was I didn't like them. Then I think about what throwback uniforms are, and I immediately go, that's not bad. All they're trying to do is move some more jerseys and pay tribute to the past, which I respect. This one, interesting form of the bumblebee, just kind of inverted the entire thing. I would certainly like stripes up and down as opposed to flat. I think that is good. The pants color, don't love it. You make that black, I think you got a cooler looking thing, but hey, I guess that wasn't what it was back in the day. Do they feel obligated to make it not look as good as it could look? Does that make sense?
I feel like they feel obligated to make it historically accurate so that the steel workers of that time, if they were to magically come back today, they'd be like, oh, those are
my God.
Steelers. Steelers are back. And so, look, you can see they're historically accurate. I mean, I like them better than the Bumblebees. Would Black Pants been a lot better? Yeah, but I mean, it's just not what they were.
Yeah, I understand then in 1933 they didn't have the black pants on, but we could say the steel ash char.
So helmets make it look worse.
What's you say?
Be cool if they did.
The new style helmets really distort what the throwbacks look like, I think.
Yeah, they should
get the old school helmets that weigh 400 pounds and put them in those guys for one game.
Yeah, if we're going to do it historically accurately, we should do the same helmets.
Yeah.
We should do the same helmets as they used
I agree.
to.
Collars.
I just saw the clip of, we just posted it on Instagram. It was from Radio Row. Somebody was talking about the new helmet. And JJ Watt was like, I finally put it on my last year. It's so nice. So comfortable. I didn't want to take it off. It's not heavy. And AJ was sitting there. Well, you look stupid though. it was like clearly JJ was like attacking you in the entire thing. It's like helmets have transformed a lot. I mean, from what they used to look like to what they are now. But I guess inside they feel good. I guess it's like a fun. Because remember, and I didn't grow up in the football world, so forgive me, man. My ears putting that fucking thing on, especially with how
my ears are bruised. My ears get bruised all the time.
Ears are always.
And forget if it was cold.
Issue,
Could get cauliflower fucking ear from putting on a goddamn helmet, and then let alone I have a big head. I have a large head, so they're like, "Well, we'll give you a bigger helmet." And it's like, I'm still gonna have to fucking bend that thing out because it has to be tight, right? You know what you're saying? So you bend that down, then the side of your head is just getting compressed. Let alone if this thing stays down.
Oh.
Yeah, if you got your ear just like stays down, it's a whole thing. Putting the helmet, I'm happy they made it better.
Get pumped up.
Feel the pads.
I miss it.
I want a few pumps right now.
Strap it in. Strap that thing.
There's a helmet behind
Whoa,
you.
too much. Take a little bit out.
There's a couple helmets behind you right now if you want to run into a wall.
Nah, those too new, too fancy, too comfortable.
No, they won it. How about that one? Steelers. That's Steelers helmet.
Yeah, go do it.
You can put on Maverick helmet too if you want.
Too nice.
That is
some old school.
That is beautiful.
Shut.
Game worn.
So if they're going to do the gimmick helmets, why don't they do gimmick pants?
I'm with you.
Are you going to buy that jersey?
No.
Which player would you buy the jersey of this year?
TJ Watt.
Okay.
I don't have a T jersey. He's now.
You were real excited. TJ Watt was a Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's now a one helmet guy. I do this a lot. I do this all the time. Where I put out both sides. I put out some mixed feelings. Then once it finally happens, you get your true soul, your true heart, your true north.
Who else do you think you did that for? Quarterback as well.
Yep, for sure. For sure.
For the last 3 years.
How about DK Metcalf? Did you do that for DK? How about Johnny Smith? Did you do that for Johnny?
No.
You didn't?
Because I didn't even know it was an option. When the original news, Johnny came out that it was potentially trading for him, I said that's bullshit. That's not going to happen.
And then Khan gets the job done.
Yeah, and then it happened. It was crazy.
Legend.
Like, I never thought DK was an option, ever. So I never even had.
Are you guys winning the Super Bowl this year?
I'd be highly surprised if we did.
D-Butch, Pittsburgh Steelers go to an AFC championship this year?
Oh, no. That's bullshit. I mean,
AJ, Pittsburgh Steelers go to an AFC championship this year?
I've been thinking about this lately. Like, if their O-line holds up, I think they definitely have a chance.
That's the question.
That's not
definitely
the
have
question.
a chance if.
That was the same
That's
question.
everybody's team. But I'm telling you, the Steelers, look around, man. They got some studs. Jalen Ramsey's on the squad now. Like, they got a team.
I completely forgot about Jalen Ramsey over there.
At top,
Yeah.
bro. Those are.
You think Ravens, Bills?
Yeah.
Chiefs?
I mean, shit, Chiefs. I'm gonna start Chiefs, Ravens, Bills.
Bengals are way too high.
What?
I agree.
That's ridiculous.
They're talking about Trey Hendrickson a little bit. Thinks he's going to get the deal done. Mike Brown came out and talked about it.
Yeah, I think he said that 2 months ago, too.
Well, his family, though, came out and said some of these players need to be pretty happy with what they got.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the Texans are that low.
Shamar Stewart needs a sign.
I understand.
He's not.
Yeah.
Because they're not changing the contract.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals are not going to change. He has taken a stand on this clause about guarantees and voided years and everything like that. He said that we learned that it wasn't in the Bengals deal last year, but it is in 16 different teams, organizations, deals. We would have assumed the Cincinnati Bengals would have been doing something to save themselves money if other teams were doing it already.
Certainly.
Right? Don't we think that we would have?
Yeah.
I think we all kind of assumed that was the case. So I'm kind of torn on this, but I'm definitely at the case where I hope Shamar gets money, I hope he gets all of his money, and I hope he gets back to work with the boys because he could be a difference maker in the NFL with how talented he is.
Yeah, but he needs. I mean, we all need reps coming in, but he needs some bad. So them not getting this or Trey Hendrickson done is crazy. But speaking of contracts, guarantees, and all that, a lot of these second-round picks finally getting signed, fully guaranteed deals, which is great for them.
Before we get to that, Mike Brown's quote about Shamar Stewart, if we get a player who does something unacceptable, guess what? I don't want to pay him. I really don't. If he's sitting in jail, I don't think I have to pay him. Obviously, injuries, jail, I guess, is certainly things that you could void contracts for. Hopefully, they get the deal done. Mike Brown, ever transparent. Now, back to what you were talking about the second round deals finally getting done. Kind of an abnormal year for the CBA and for these players in the second round.
Yeah, people still showing up. Most rookies have already had to show up for camp. So all these guys getting paid. We had Carson. I think he was the first one to get paid with being the first pick in the second round. But I mean, I love this. You know, they took somewhat of a stand. It didn't take too long. We're right on training camp, and once these dominoes start to fall, you assume the rest of the guys will fall in line. Obviously, we know Judkins is dealing with some issues off the field, which will probably hold his up. But most of these guys are either fully guaranteed or north of 90% guaranteed, which is awesome.
Yeah. So originally, last time we talked about this, Schlesinger and Higgins were the only ones that were paid, and they were paid fully guaranteed money. And the holdup was right there with number 35, Nick Eamon-Wari from Seattle. I think he was the next one, and he said, "Oh, the two guys in front of me, they were fully guaranteed. Why aren't I fully guaranteed?" So now at this point, picks 33 through 40 are all fully guaranteed. Obviously, you talked about Judkins. He is not done yet. So they were all fully guaranteed, 33 to 40. And then the next one, TJ Sanders out of Buffalo, he was like 95% fully guaranteed. And as you go down the list, I mean, most of these are north of 80% fully guaranteed. So that was kind of the holdup. But once you got the Shuck, who was the quarterback, and they said he has leverage because he is a quarterback to get the fully guaranteed.
He might be a starter.
Yeah. Yes, but once that first domino fell at 41, then it was like, okay, this is kind of how it's going to fall in as far as percentage of fully guaranteed.
I do appreciate the fact that Bean was like, yeah, we'll give you guarantees, not full. I mean,
yeah, it was
10.07 out of 10.6. We'll give. Come on. I love that.
Play ball. Let's
We're
go.
doing it. It's a lot of guarantee. We have $10 million. And then you kind of go down throughout the rest of it. Mason Taylor, obviously from the Taylor family, absolute beast over there with the New York Jets, $9.6 million of 10.4 fully guaranteed. I like the angle. I like what the boys tried to do. I think it all worked out, and now we're at camp.
It was funny because, as soon as that, it was like a few days ago, that second rounder that hadn't been signed got signed, and then literally they, like 20 of them signed within 2 days.
Yep.
Shout out to the second rounders, AJ. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No, you
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Are they doing anything outside top 5?
Who cares?
You think football ever gets to fully guaranteed deals like basketball and baseball?
Is Scott Boras coming over or no?
I don't think it happens, but yeah. I mean, that's probably part of the reason why football is great, though. It's because
salary caps
every single day, and as well, like I know we've talked about it, like you need to have a healthy fear of your job. Like you really do.
Agreed. I think product can potentially dip if people get too comfortable and don't try to work for everything in the future if you have to earn it. Now, granted, I am very much a pro player, guaranteed get all the money you could possibly get. But if we're talking strictly from the product standpoint, when people are chasing bags, that's when they're playing their absolute best ball. The NFL knows that, but I think taking care of the players is a very valuable, especially the guys. You know, like the guys at your league. That's why when I went to that first Pro Bowl, it was out there in Arizona. All the guys that make money for the NFL were there. Okay, like Tom Brady opted out. I think Aaron opted out. But basically, JJ's there, Luke Kuechly's there, Drew Brees is there. Patrick wasn't at that time, no. But like basically everybody else that makes money for the NFL was there. And they didn't even like rent out the entire hotel. And I was like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Like, you got to at least take care of these people, the people that take care of and move the needle for your entire league. So I think like older players getting fully guaranteed deals if they've already proven who they are, I think is something we need, and I think will be something that happens. But boy, that Deshaun Watson deal fucked up a lot.
That's what fucked it up, man.
A lot, I think, you know?
Everything.
Like, if that works out for them up there, think about if Cleveland wins.
Yeah,
Then it's like, everybody is going to be able to pull the trigger. But the fact that it's gone the way that it's gone, as terribly as it's gone, both on the field and off the field, it's like that's a lot of reasoning for the NFL to say, no, we're not going to do it. But I hope we get to a point where, like, vets are getting fully guaranteed deal. There has to be, like, a year, like, hey, if you get to this point, you can opt into this or something like that. I don't know how it all works.
I'm not concerned. I'm with you there. I'm pro player getting paid. I'm not concerned with the product dipping. We have seen a lot of guys get paid, and then that next year they don't play as well because obviously you do have that motivation when you are in a contract year. But once you start getting to that big money, those are usually, you know, like guys who've been playing for 6, 7, 8. Like this would be the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, like Jalen Hurts. Like these guys aren't just going to stop being pros once they're getting these huge bags. And then the other guys who are, you know, say early 20s, like a Stingley or a Sauce who just got paid, they want to get paid again, you know, because 3-4 years down the line, new CBA, new salary, they're going to want $50 million a year. So, you know, we always want more money, especially at football. You want to maximize your 3, 5, 10 years, however long you play in the league. So I hope it happens with the violence and the guarantee of injury in this sport. It's going to be tough.
It's very scary, the injury thing. That's why the franchise tag everybody gets so pissed off about. It's like, I've earned it. You think that I've earned it. That's why you won't let me go to the market. And now you're holding me down for a year, and I only get 1 year worth of guarantees when this all could end next year. This could all end one play.
Easily.
So there's that balance of it all. I think it's a tough negotiation.
We have anybody on the franchise tag this year?
Not this year.
No, because Trey Smith got his deal done. Shout out to Jimmy Sexton and Tory Dandy.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. Both of them.
Tory Dandy. Both Jimmy and Tory, AJ.
They're a team, right? They do it together.
I guess. I only talked to Jimmy, and then Jimmy told me what was going on. I guess I should have also called Tory and asked him what the fuck's going on, too.
One voice.
One band.
Yep.
One sound. All right, let's get out of here. I think we did it today.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Shout out to SeatGeek, by the way. Go see a show. We've been living a little bit. We got to see a show. Shane Gillis.
Yeah, we did.
I saw somebody say nobody was laughing in the theater. That's a lie. I was having a good time in there.
Great time.
We were laughing.
I was like, some of the things, I was like, phew. But that's Shane Gillis football.
Exactly.
That is literally what Shane Gillis football is. I did appreciate, I didn't want to say it. I said I didn't want to say it. Yeah, just right to the next
They
one.
wrote this.
What an angle. There was certainly some, but this is going to happen, you know? Obviously, with the way the ESPYs has been for a long time, you drop a Shane Gillis in there, who's going to, like, hey, we are here to.
I mean, you knew what you were getting.
We are
going to push the envelope a bit.
We are going to go. But who says it's an envelope? You know, because who says what the envelope is?
Right.
Especially in comedy. And the line between humor and hate for a lot of people just kind of blends together. It's like, hey, these are jokes. Trying to laugh. Well, you didn't make me laugh. All right, well, hopefully the next joke will. You know, like that is the thing. I don't love whenever people are like, I guess it happens to me a lot too. When people are like, I didn't think that was funny. It was like, well, there's other people that find that funny. It's like, well, it's not funny. It's like, well, who says? You say that?
Yeah.
Like, this is like food taste, man. Like, everybody has their own taste. Everybody views things a little bit differently. A lot of people are less serious than other people. We understand you're trying to change the world, make the world better every single second. But this is a comedian making sports jokes. And the purpose is to laugh at these things and point out potential hypocrisies and problems, or just a thing that we've all seen. Like, that is what comedians' jobs are since the beginning of time, to kind of regulate society, I think, personally. They have a very important role in our entire world. Not all of them do that, obviously. Some of them are different forms of comedy, once again, different styles. Some of them represent different political parties, you know, in their styles. And as soon as we heard Shane was the guy, it was like, all right, we would like Shane to succeed in this entire thing. And also, we very much understand how some of this is going to go and what the next day is going to look like.
They also didn't help him out. When we went last time, it was a full open bar. And this year, so like you had people getting like boozed up and like going in there and like enjoying themselves and having a good time. It was just beer and wine and like seltzer this year. So I wonder if just like the general, like people weren't as drunk in there.
I don't know. People were laughing though. Like I don't know if it wasn't coming through the TV. And I saw some people say they weren't in there and nobody was laughing. It's like
it didn't come through for years though. Remember when you did it?
I guess we had some pops. We had some pops. Sounded quiet.
But people online were like, no one's laughing during McAfee's monologue. But that wasn't the case.
Yeah, there was some people popping, and just like for Shane, there was some.
Oh yeah,
there was certainly some.
It was definitely even for me. Like, and obviously I was sitting right next to you, and that camera was, so it was some jokes. So I'm like,
I didn't love that.
Hey,
that's a joke that offends a lot of people. Where's fucking McAfee? Put him on.
My daughter was like, "Oh, I saw you yucking it up. That was funny." Huh?
He hawed.
So and if you don't know, if you're tuning into the SBs, you don't know, because obviously Shane Gillis is wildly popular, but there are a lot of people who don't really know him, who aren't that familiar with, his brand of comedy. They may go, this is the SB, let me tune in. So maybe you're taken aback by some of it. And, the demo. Our role was definitely.
Yeah, we were laughing.
He was getting some pops.
We were enjoying it,
For
some
sure,
of them, our row, though, we would like to say to the people who are going to get mad about us saying that we laughed at some of his jokes, you people need to lighten up a little bit. Maybe try weed. Just something to think about, just something to think about. But also, there were some things he said where we were like, Jesus. There was a couple that were like, oh my.
I pissed my pants off on every one. I don't know if I even had any of those. But I also assume that people at home watching, didn't think people were laughing, because I assumed maybe the audience mic was turned down. Maybe it was turned down during the
on purpose, you think?
Applause laugh times versus when he was there.
You think it was a work against him?
Again, who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'll tell you what, I enjoyed that, SBs.
So did I. It'd have been awesome if they were selling or get liquor in the lobby. But outside of that,
that's weird.
It was great.
I enjoyed the monologue.
Gumpy missed the entire.
I still can't
that'll be a story. That'll be a story for another day.
I had faith in him the whole time.
It was awesome.
First time in my life that's ever happened to
Gumpy
me.
had a code red 1 block away from the theater. Had to get out of the Sprinter van, go to a random restaurant, dump his shit.
Talk to a manager.
Had to get to a manager because the front person was like, you can't just dump it in our bathroom, buddy. Can I talk to a manager, please, buddy?
Mr. Group Pick.
We were sitting at that light for fucking 10 minutes, dude. I was fucking dying.
Did you see me put him in the photo? So the one I posted on IG story, I put Gumpy in over my shoulder.
Really?
Right here, if you look.
Hanging from this.
No, he's got his little
shipyard helmet
painting
on.
hat on. His helmet, the whole thing. I put him right there because he was in the area.
Yeah.
He just couldn't get to where there's like 6 different levels of security, AJ. It was outrageous.
Right after he got out, it was the most complex. Take a left, go down this. Take a right, take a left, take a right, go through another security. I mean, it was.
And at every turn, at every turn, AJ, we were like, Gumpy will be able to get here. No problem.
So what did you do during the show, Gump?
Gump had to go through
I
the front
found
door.
them. Yeah, I just ran, and it took a while to get to where they were, but I found it somehow.
Missed the group photos, missed the first 3 drinks, but got there in time to go into the theater.
That's right.
It was great to see him. But he didn't shit his pants, which I guess we were very close to happening.
I definitely would have.
I forgot all about the beer and wine bullshit.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about that.
No offense to Mickey Mouse, but that.
I wonder why that happened.
I don't know. It was cool stuff. I mean,
assume someone got blitzed last year.
A little bit.
Was it the same place last year?
Same, yeah. For a couple years back.
That theater's supposed to be nice.
Nice.
All right. If you were to go to a show into a nice theater, you should use our friends at SeatGeek. I thought the theater was nice. You didn't think the theater was nice?
No, I didn't.
I went backstage. I thought the stage was beautiful. Because we were setting up the whole.
It looks nice, sure.
Yeah, for the whole thing. Had a microphone that came up out of the stage. That was pretty high tech.
That was cool.
Stage was very nice. The design of it all.
Seats were Mickey Mouse.
Oh, we got a Busta Rhymes before.
Oh my God!
Forgot about that.
How'd Break Your Neck not come immediately afterwards? Whenever he said, now granted, Bust is still throwing his fastball.
Yeah.
This was literally the next day. We were driving somewhere, and I'm like, what we just did right here.
Yep.
Holy shit, Busta Rhymes last night. Hit it.
Yes.
Everything. It's like, how has he still got it? And then he said, if you know how we do or something like that, I'm like, we do know how you do. I thought we were, I thought we were about to.
Yeah.
I was about to, on top of my chair, stand up and do that entire thing. But I think biggest reaction was Busta Rhymes.
Yes.
The entire theater stood up.
Yep.
By far.
Ty started a standing ovation.
I did.
Ty started a standing ovation. I forget which one it was.
It was either. No, it wasn't Simone Biles. It might have been for Diana Taurasi and
Alex Morgan.
Yeah, because there was clapping happening. A lot of clapping happening. And Ty was like, nope. That's literally what he said. Stood up, big claps in the middle of the theater. And then you see everybody.
Like wildfire.
Yeah, it was. Ty started it. Ty started the standing O. It was pretty sick. And then they gave a good speech.
Yep, nice little back and forth deal.
And then we learned Taurasi is an absolute dog.
It's Diana.
Big fan of the program, too.
Yeah, we learned that. I don't know. That
Truly. She wouldn't lie to me.
She gave Gumps a slap on the chest.
Yeah,
Said, What's up, boss?
She big dog Gumps.
Did she?
I wouldn't say big dog. I thought it was out of respect.
Hey,
Big dog.
I guess she is a legendary shit talker.
Yes.
I guess.
I saw an interview she did outside in the red carpet when she was saying, like, very humble, saying, "Yeah, I can still take all these girls." Like,
Yeah, she's
awesome.
a dog from my understanding. Yeah, I guess she knows the show, which is pretty sick. We would love to get Diana Taurasi on the show. We'd love to hear. I watched that documentary where she's playing overseas. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had to play over in Russia for the first 12 years of her career.
Did you watch that doc on her?
I did not.
She was coming back WNBA season, then going over there. Then she couldn't play in some things because of the contracts. Speaking of, we're in the middle of it, I guess, with WNBA contracts right now. Yeah, I watched the whole doc. She's beast. Absolute beast.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea she would. I'd assume, just immediately, that she would have hated our fucking guts.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Still do.
Still a chance.
Still assume.
She thinks, and Shane probably did it on purpose, but she probably thinks that's how we feel as well.
Yeah.
The entire thing.
Oh, we clapped for that 4-time NBA or WNBA All-Star. What was her name?
Wicks?
Brittany Hicks?
Brittany Hicks.
Hicks, yeah. What a moment.
What a creative little situation that was.
Yeah, I don't know if people were
Really
talking
good.
about that particular situation. I heard Sarah Spain's pissed. And
What?
Sarah Spain was pissed, yeah.
No way.
I got a chance to meet Sarah Spain and her husband. They were very nice to me and Foxy. I mean,
Very nice.
Steve Spain?
She is, I don't know if his name's Steve. I don't know his name. I forget his name. They were very nice to us. But Sarah obviously pissed off, but that's her, she's like, hey, we don't need to be taking anything down. So I think we expected Sarah Spain to not love that entire thing. Him saying Diana Taurasi, that had to be on
He
purpose.
had to have done that on purpose.
Because they went right to her, too.
Yeah, that had to
short
be.
reaction.
Maybe it was her idea.
And then the whole make some noise for 4-time WNBA, like you were talking about, Hick, like calling that a low-level thing. I don't think she was talking about that. I don't think she was, because she couldn't be talking. That was a super genius.
Yeah.
I mean,
It worked. It worked. How do you argue? It worked perfectly.
Well, any amount of levels to that. Like,
I assumed
Yeah.
she was talking about the Caitlin Clark Waffle House deal.
hacky.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because the whole make some noise for 4-time, that's just.
Yeah. Raucous applause. Yeah.
I was looking. She's not short.
That's
She had to be a dog.
Well, then you see.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could dribble the shit out of that.
Gets buckets, obviously.
I happened to meet her afterwards. I told her congrats on a 4-time All-Star, and then just kind of kept it moving. Big laugh. McCusker losing his mind.
Yeah, he's inside of that.
He was great. He was great.
All right, shout out to the ESPYs.
Shout out.
It was cool. That Lee Corso thing was sweet.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Speech was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Speech was phenomenal.
Nailed it.
Ad-libbed. Because I was watching. He was, I think August 30th is going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah. I'll be very
Ohio
cool.
State, Texas.
cool.
It's going to be his last, headgear, his last pick, and first college game day of the year over there in Columbus. And he looked good, man. Energy, moved, talking.
In the band.
Yeah, USC band. I
great
forgot
band.
about that. That was sweet.
That was sick. I had no idea what they were going to do. I was just told, hey, USC band's coming out at the end. If you could bring them up, you got it. I had no idea. Bah, bah, bah. They're coming from the floor.
Yeah.
Dancers.
Everywhere, yeah.
Oh, holy fuck, we're doing a full. I was standing in a place and a guy slid in front of me for their performance. I look at Dez, I go, holy fuck. And I move this way. And Dez is literally, because I almost interrupted and tripped this entire guy. So I'm like, where is a safe place?
It wasn't.
I don't know. We should have paid attention a little bit more. So we just kind of stood still.
Should have told you a little more.
But it was awesome. Nah, I think it was better that way. I think it was better how it all went. Shouts Kirk Herbstreit, Desmond Howard.
Shut up.
Kirk Herbstreit's hilarious. Thanks for the dinner, Herbie, after the ESPYs. That was very kind of him and D. You got a quesadilla?
How the fuck? How'd you know that?
Delicious quesadilla.
You should have heard Darren.
D's brain is still in L.A.
You should have heard Darren.
How'd you know to order the quesadilla, Fox?
So Darren is a G. We appreciate Darren. We love Darren. Darren's around. We know Darren a lot. We know D very well. He's always trying to get things done, which I respect and I appreciate. He set up this entire thing, I would assume. Shout out to D for doing that. We're at a Mexican place, though, and Foxy orders a quesadilla. In Darren's head, just fucking, was that off menu?
How'd you get fries with the quesadilla?
Full explosion. It was great. It was one of the best D-Bone, I guess you can't call him D-Bone anymore. It was one of the greatest D-Money moments of all time.
D-white pants.
Hey, he looked good. Yeah, he was in white pants.
Great fit.
Great tan.
He looks good.
Oh, yeah.
D-Money's ready for football season.
Yeah.
He's swinging a hot bat right now because that Mexican place was very good.
So good.
Very, very good. Very, very
You
good.
can get chicken in a quesadilla since when?
Holy shit.
What?
I would have ordered that.
Thought it was just cheese this whole time.
How about this, D? They got tacos right here.
Wow. What the fuck's a taco, man?
They got it right here. That was great. Herbie is fucking hysterical. Kirk Herbstreit's one of the funniest people existing.
Funny.
He's in his bag right now.
He is. That's because he's been.
He's in it. He's in his I don't give a fuck bag right now.
Yeah, but I also think he's been kind of. Who's he been talking to? The dogs.
Yeah, he's cooped up. You can tell.
Yeah, he's got a lot to say.
Yeah.
A lot has happened.
And it was all funny.
All of it.
Yes.
How do we feel? And then you knew. He's a lot like you toxic Ohio fucks. Hey, so drop something in there that you know a lot more than you want to lead on about.
Yep.
Just want to kind of start the conversation. Classic Herb Street. So, fill me in. Something. Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Wow, is that right?
Even him on the show, just like casually putting in the background and acting like he wasn't doing anything to be on the show.
I want to see if you guys would see me back there. Yeah.
Left-handed.
He did make a 25-footer.
He did.
Left. Only got to make a putt out there.
Yeah.
You can tell he's ready to get back in the ball, too. Because regardless of the conversation, you could be just shooting the shit 30, 45 minutes. Who you got in the AFC this year?
Yeah.
Who you like? What quarterback? He's like,
Let's go around the ball club here. Let's go around the ball.
That's his move.
He wants to hear everybody's answer. Really?
Wow.
Wow. He's awesome.
I mean, 5 months of vacay will do that.
Hey, he looks
True.
good.
He does.
Deserved it. He earned it.
He looks very good right now. Tanned,
30 years, yeah.
fit. 22 years. He did 4 hours local radio.
Yep.
These are the dog days, boys.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we're in it. Not so much this year, though, Herbie. We've gotten lazy.
Yeah.
We've gotten lazy. It has been great. Can't wait for football season.
It's here.
On that note, we have an announcement.
Yes, it is here.
Yes.
We have an announcement. Next Wednesday, we will be at the Pittsburgh Steelers training camp. And next Thursday, we will be at the Hall of Fame for the Hall of Fame game.
Boom.
Football is back in a huge way. We'll be at a training camp next Wednesday live with some of your Pittsburgh Steelers favorites. And then we'll be at the Hall of Fame game live with all of the legends of the NFL. Shout out to the NFL Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame. Shout out to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bert making magic happen. Thank you for the invite, Aaron. Thank you for obliging Coach Tomlin and Omar Khan. And shout out to the Hall of Fame for allowing us to be set up over there. Come hang with us. We're going to be, I don't know about St. Vincent setup. I have no idea what that's going to be like. But I know at the Hall of Fame, there's a massive parking lot. You can come hang and chill. We're going to be right at the steps. I don't know if anybody's ever been set up on the steps there. I think a lot of the legends of the game are going to swing through. And then obviously, we kick off NFL football that night with the Lions helmet taking on the Chargers helmet on a football field in Ohio.
Awesome.
Harbaugh's going to be on the sideline. MC DC's going to be on the sideline. There's some quarterbacks that we know that are going to potentially have some time, and we know that football is literally right around the corner because this game's happening. We can't wait to celebrate in Pittsburgh, more specifically Latrobe, and we can't wait to celebrate in Canton next week. Come see us. Ain't that right, AJ?
That's awesome, man. What a great 2 days. So when does camp open for the Steelers? Will they be in full pads this time?
So they start Wednesday in 2 days. They start.
Oh, so
yeah, they'll be
full pads probably.
There'll be a weekend. There will be full pads in. They're one of the last 2 teams to start their training camp. 26 teams will start tomorrow. 4 have already started, and then 2 start on Wednesday.
Yes, correct. I can't remember. I think it's the Cardinals who also start Wednesday.
But they've already been doing working out. I seen Kyler Murray traveling with the boys.
Yeah, Marv looks
He
huge.
was at Morgan Wallen, too.
Yeah, I said, what happened night one, Morgan Wallen? Something.
What do you mean?
He had Randy Johnson.
I saw that.
Awesome. Morgan, as baseball player growing up, had to be so cool for him. I hope Randy knows that I assume that was very, very cool for Morgan and his entire team, his great group of dudes around him. And then he had Joe Dirt walk out with him second day. But I think the reports were saying the night one's crowd was a little rowdy.
Really?
Yeah, fights, bottles maybe being thrown, things like that. I guess it was a little bit outrageous.
Riled up.
They were letting the liquor talk, unfortunately.
Last night they let the liquor talk. I bet that show is phenomenal.
Yeah.
He just released an album with 37 songs on it. Hey, Morgan loves golf.
Ooh.
Loves golf. Loves golf. Very much so. Good golfer. It's ball far. Golf needs to know that Morgan Wallen is a big golf fan. Because I think he respects game, loves game, treats game, goes out of his way to play game, trains game. Then obviously fitness, everything he's doing for these stadium shows. He's a beast. He's a fucking beast. 37 songs on an album.
A lot of songs.
Brother, that could be
Sold
4 fucking albums.
850,000 copies, I think.
No big deal. More. $850,000 more than second.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah. I think you had, 25 of the top 50 or something like that songs? And he's just walking out there. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. Bang. 100-some thousand tickets sold. Jesus Christ. Think about all that. Congrats, dude.
Oh, yeah, Morgan.
I guess they're pretty wild out there in Arizona.
It's not his fault.
No.
I mean, I'm trying to think of what song could have been there. In there, he says, throw a fucking bottle at the stage. I don't know.
You might have ad-lib something.
Yeah, maybe right in the middle of that. Just go ahead and let that thing go crazy. All right, this one goes in. This one goes in. We'll use SeatGeek code PAT30. Nope. SeatGeek code PAT, just P-A-T, to get $30 off Morgan Wallen tickets.
All right, done.
All right, full price, I guess.
Yep. All right.
That stinks because. Where's he at next? Can you look it up? Where he I see where he was.
D-Bone?
Yeah.
T-Bone, where's he at next?
I think he has a tattooed on his
He
back.
was in Arizona last week. He's got the entire
set list.
He's got the tour.
You should see
He's in
his
Seattle?
I think it's Seattle,
Where's he at after Seattle?
Glen Allen, Virginia.
And
Santa Clara, California. Cleveland, Ohio. Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Hell yeah.
Which one should we give tickets away to? If this goes in.
None of them.
What? Cleveland.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Feels. Jerry Judy.
Boom.
They
We're
need
gonna-
some good in their lives.
We're going to give 4 Morgan Wallen tickets away because Jerry Judy's our favorite fucking player in the NFL.
Hell yeah, Jerry.
If this goes in.
Yep.
Well, it can't be full.
Never was meant to be. All right, let's get out of here. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice that might change your life. We're in this thing together. Shout out to you, AJ. We'll see you tomorrow. Boys, great work. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. Team on me. Team on 3. We'll see you tomorrow. 1, 2, 3. Team. Goodbye.